So, yeah, today is the first episode of Tamriel Tuesdays.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
Let's
for
go.
for everyone joining on Twitch, welcome. Welcome to my favorite game. I have an addiction to this game. I have a
Same.
love-hate relationship with this game. I love the game, but I hate how much time I spend playing the game.
I feel that.
Anyway, let's get started, shall we?
Skyrim.
No, I don't want to enable survival mode. That would
Why
be
not?
hell.
It's funny.
No. Hang on, why are you laggy as fuck?
Yeah, what the wet and cold mod does a better survival version anyway. Is it wet and cold? I forget which mod.
I am not using wet and cold, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a good survival mod.
Yeah, we are here. We are alternate started right outside of Helgen. But we are... I don't know. We're not beholden to anyone. We're not... I don't think I'm going to do the story unless people want to see the story. I think I'm
The
just going to
question is
roam and find shit to do.
the question is what to do. Because this is a vast world.
It's a very fast world.
See that ruin up there? Bleak Falls Barrow. Couldn't stand living in the shadow of that place. I am become Hadvar.
Spinvar.
Yep, real.
Had Odo.
Where to go? Where to go? I see you've got mod that adds lanterns. Very good, very good.
Yeah, I'm running a short... Just... I think it's only like 35, 40 mods. Like, I'm obviously using Sky UI coupled with True HUD, coupled with, I can't remember the name of the clock mod. Why can I not remember the name of the clock mod? Shit. Clock
Mm,
mod, either way.
thing mod, yeah. Block thing.
Yeah, you can see it up in the top corner. And you can see True HUD down in the bottom corner.
Got the timekeeper mod or whatever. No, I'm just guessing names at this point. Ooh. Wolf? Wolf.
I don't know why he's stuck there.
No more wolf.
And he's dead.
He's very dead.
Shit, that's what I forgot. I forgot the mod that lets you recover arrows.
It's a mod?
Yeah. There's actually a couple
Thought
different
you-
mods.
I was swearing. I could have sworn that was like just if you got high enough level in archery, you'll just accumulate arrows.
I mean, you can accumulate arrows, it's just, you know, recovery. What the hell happened to you? Hello? Sir?
Blink twice if you are okay.
I have no problem desecrating Thalmor corpses.
No. Thalmor suck. Kill him. Okay, so the real question is, what character build are you going for this time around? Because everybody goes stealth archer. Everybody.
Chaos Gremlin.
Okay.
So notice anything about my character? Aside from
Oh, hair physics.
aside from the weird texture on the hair, it has physics.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that was a mod. That's cool.
It's a KS SMP is the name of the mod. KS hairdos with SMP physics. Halsgar!
Dear friend, unlucky for you, the chance. The best tales are those of adventure.
Oop.
Who could truly write?
Subtitles.
I always forget to turn them on until I start a conversation.
Without first experiencing such. The life of adventure and song.
You're so much taller than me.
The life of adventure and song. Well, because on Berm, I think.
Still taller than me. I don't know.
Fresh air.
Anyway,
Truly, this is a good place to play a song.
I'm not using very many texture mods because I didn't really want to have to free up resources in the background to make the stream better for people watching, but
Yeah.
I know there's a... Yep.
What, Frostbite Spider? Should be one around here if memory serves.
No, it's wolves.
Oh wait, no, you're on the Illinalta. You're not on the road that I normally take down to Falk Reef. You know, the one that goes by the bandit camp, and there's
Yep.
always a Frostbite Spider there.
It's
Almost killed
fine.
the doggy. It's fine.
I only took a little bit of damage. We're fine. What the hell's yelling at me? Oh, it's the necromancer up there. We'll ignore him. Because we currently are on a mission, but I'm not going to say what that mission is until we actually get there.
What is your quest? You know what? I'm gonna make it my life's mission while watching Skyrim playthrough to just drop references to a bunch of Monty Python skits. And fuck it, let's also go with Princess Bride references as well. It'll be funny, I think.
Make as many references as you want. Fuck it. What's that?
Is this a mod that I know not of?
There's a mod that I decided to try out for the first time in a while because I haven't played with it for a little while and it's gotten some updates since I last played with it.
Which I would ask which mod, but I have a feeling I'm gonna find out.
You are going to find out.
Yay!
First. Oh. That worked in my favor.
Hand over your valuables. Immediately gets skewered by a freaking arrow. Decked.
Get yeeted, bitch boy. Just throw his corpse over here.
It'll be fine.
Nothing happened. We're fine.
Nope, we're fine.
I'll leave the horse alone. Oh, hi, boy. Hey, bony boy. Yeet. You don't have any fun shit on you.
Disintegrated.
You don't have any fun shit on you either. Actually, hang on. Do I have healing? Yes, I do.
I think that's one of the two spells that you get like as default. I think it's fire and healing that you get, and then whatever your character.
It is
has.
flames and healing, but Realm of Lorcan gives you different options to start with spells, and I wasn't sure if I actually picked up healing or if I forgot to. Actually, I'm gonna equip the arrows as well. You know what's coming up, right, Spin?
I'm
Right-
not sure where we're going
right
at
up
this
here?
point. Oh yeah.
You know the people
This is
who
where
live
the
here?
vampires are.
Yep. Hurt and Hearn.
They kind of vibe. I usually leave them alone.
So, fun fact. There are actually 3 different types of vampires in Elder Scrolls lore.
Hmm? Well, I know there's Lord and there's normal. I don't know the other kind.
No, like species, not subtypes of one. Like lore, like like the normal Skyrim vampires are 2 subspecies of the same species. There are 3 separate
Oh,
species of vampires.
that I did not know.
Hurt and
I
Hearn
know
are
there were,
not the same species of vampire as Harkon and his little clan.
or like the other vampires that you just see kind of
Yeah, no,
roaming around.
Hurt and Hearn are unique vampires that are actually not affected by the sun.
Oh, that'd be kind of a nice vampirism perk to have,
Well,
Skyrim.
here's the thing. The type of vampire they are, you have to be born to vampire parents.
Oh.
It's not it's not a disease, it's a natural born thing. Like, see?
Gotcha.
Here he is. He's out in the Oh, hey, look, you can see one of the other mods that I'm rocking.
A guest.
Yeah. They're vampires and they're out in the sun
Just kind of chilling, yeah.
and they're perfectly fine. Hi, Hearn. Or Hurt. I always get them mixed up. Hi, Hurt. Where the fuck are you going? I don't know. Anyway, let's fuck off.
Probably to Falkreath. I think that's one of her paths where she can just run down to Falkreath.
I do also have AI overhaul, so
Then definitely, I think that's where she goes. At like one point, she just runs down to Falkreath or whatever. This is my favorite area of the map. It's so serene, so peaceful.
yeah, I love it.
So peaceful, so serene, so
Ah,
wonderful.
good lagoon.
Good lagoon.
Oh,
the
hey, it's these
beautiful
guys. I love these guys.
Skyrim. Which guys?
The revelers.
Hey, mainline.
I love these
Hello.
guys. These guys are great.
Oh yeah, I love revelers. They're fun.
Hail, friend.
Always a good excuse to get shit faced with them.
Yeah.
Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of honey brew mead with me. Ah, not. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
One of the 8 voice actors for male Nords.
Yep. There will come a day when the next Elder Scrolls game comes out.
What say you, Proventus? Do you say we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
Hello.
Safe, I'm playing on PC.
PC as it should be.
There are games that I much prefer the like I will absolutely play them on Xbox.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't own them on PC, but I do own them on Xbox, and they're not available for purchase anymore, including my favorite Fonza game,
Which is your favorite Fonza game?
Horizon 2.
Oh, fuck. Horizon 2 is Horizon 2 is goated. That's one of
It's
my
not
favorites.
available for purchase anymore on PC, so if I play it, I would have to play it on Xbox.
Yeah, something. I hope the Stop Killing Games like campaign finds success because like so many of my most beloved games are now gone and inaccessible.
It's actually kind of ironic because some of the newer games that I like, newer games that I play are no longer available for purchase. But games that I played when I was just fucking tiny, like 4 or 5 years old, are still available for purchase on Steam.
Yep, it's kind of funny. Yeah,
The
yeah,
duality of games.
it's the duality again. Well, it's because everything is licensed now, or like everybody puts temporary licenses on stuff. So you and it's like either the game
Shit.
gets pulled from sale, or
Don't
you
kill
get
the puppy.
an older dog, or you get an older GTA situation with like GTA San Andreas where they just remove soundtracks as the licenses expire, which is
Yeah.
shitty, but like whatever.
We are getting to that point where, like, a whole generation of online games, because online games were the big thing. Things like Mario Maker, that was new. That was games that were almost always online were like a new thing back in the day, and now they're they're shutting down because people aren't playing them as much anymore, and we're getting to that point. It's terrifying.
Sucks. It sucks because like, I mean, I'm kind of at this point I'm kind of a little bit dulled to it because like, so two of my favorite games, actually, you know what? I'll just lump them in because they're one's a sequel to the other. Like some of my favorite games of all time, which I still go back and play whenever I can, if I can find a way to. Granted, they're no longer for sale, and you have to mod the crap out of them to get some functionality restored. But the Test Drive Unlimited series of games, which is the it was Forza Horizon before Forza Horizon was even a thing, and it still is better than all the Horizon games. Don't at me. Like those games, like TDU1 servers were killed in 2013, I want to say, and TDU2 servers I think were taken down in 2017 or 2018. And like just getting those to work is a pain in the ass. And it sucks because like they're incredible games. It's like still one of the best racing games I've ever played.
It's also just that like a lot of games' online capabilities are being taken away, even if they weren't completely online focused. Like just a month ago ish, the Wii U and 3DS got their onlines completely shut down.
Yep.
And those are the last generation consoles. Granted, the
Yeah.
Wii U, nobody was playing it, but 3DS was actively like people were playing that, and they
Yep.
just ripped it away. It's terrifying.
Yeah,
And
it's important that game preservation become a thing. Like that needs to be.
Ooh, is this who I think it is? Hey!
Mike wishes you well.
knows much and tells some.
Yeah, like, and unfortunately, game preservation with this sort of online ecosystem now is becoming harder and harder. Mario Maker is entirely unplayable. Like that
Yeah.
game does not you can build, but the whole point of the game. Now there are people who are setting up online servers for things, and there are people who are trying to reset up online servers for the Wii U and 3DS, but that's hard. It's never going to be as good as Nintendo's servers. And so game preservation with games like that were super online, like Mario Maker, or games that required downloading patches for them to work.
What is this place? Hold on. Total side note. Looking at what's happening on stream. What is this? I do not know this mod. Like I
It looks
genuinely
like
don't know.
I think it's an Applebee's.
No, it's not an Applebee's, it's a
No.
Sephora.
I will take
it's an
the
Olive
shrimp.
Garden.
I will take the shrimp Caesar salad, please. And thanks for
God.
And now I am hungry again. Damn it. I desire sustenance. What is this place?
Need something?
Hi, Saga.
Looking to
Oh, is this a follower mod?
or deal some damage?
No, it's not a follower mod. Yes, I know how.
That's a lot of stuff.
I have fuck all money. Why is everything here so fucking expensive?
So what is this mod? I do not know the lore.
It's literally just a clothing store.
It's literally just clothing. Okay.
It's called Divine
it
Elegance,
must
which
be
is what the
Gucci.
DE is.
Ah.
It has to be Gucci. Is there a mod that just plops down an Apple store?
I don't know. But mainline, that being like the plains outside of Whiterun could really use a Walmart parking lot. I don't know about you.
Dude, it could so use a Costco and like an 18-lane highway. I mean, come on. It's begging for a huge parking lot next to a Costco superstore.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Are those claws for Khajiit? Gotta be claws for Khajiit.
I don't I don't think they are. I think they're literally just painted nails.
Until next time.
I cannot wait to see Elder Scrolls 6. I hope Bethesda knock it out of the park. They
What's
need a
down here?
W after Starfield, because Starfield was just kind of meh.
You own... fuck. Are you own... fuck. Are you own... yes. Or, no, you're not. Fuck. Ooh, is this the house? Does this double as
I
a
mean,
house?
Maybe... I don't know.
Can I steal your shit? Yes, apparently, yes, I can. Oh, there's another bitch up here.
Hmm. Ape. No capes. Uh...
All right then.
The fuck are you... oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
That is legit something I would have in my actual house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
yeet. Oh, wait.
So questing time. What would be? What is your quest?
I don't know.
Or-
What do you think, chat? I'm gonna leave this up to the people. With one
mean, you
rule,
are-
I'm not going to be evil. That's the one rule.
Damn it.
Anything else is fair game.
Fuck. I was about to suggest Dark Brotherhood or Thieves Guild. Although you know what you could do? You could do Bard's College. Bard's College? Anyone? It
Potentially.
would be funny, I think. My name is Sheogorath. The Wabbajack. Nope. Yep, that is another good point, Allison. Like, yeah. And when people come after, well, like when people try to revive their favorite games, then they get slapped with all sorts of, like legal bullshit, and it just, it's
Yeah.
unfortunate. Ugh. It really sucks.
Wait, did it? Oh, it did discover Half Moon. Okay, good.
Yeah,
I was
you have
I was
to-
worried that it didn't discover Half Moon for a second there.
Yeah, I hope that the Stop Killing Games thing is successful, because enabling players to keep games going, I think, is going to be a W, not just for games preservation and the players, but also the companies that initially developed the game. Because when they eventually end of life it, and it no longer is doing anything for them, and it's just lingering in people's libraries, if they allow players to like revive dead games, then that's still people playing their games. That makes people more likely to buy any possible sequels or other games under the knowledge that, like, yeah, this company's cool enough to allow, like, you know, longer support. Well, even after official support ends, like I personally, if if a game company was like open about, like, let's, as an example, Fallout 76. If Fallout 76 were eventually like killed off, and Bethesda's like, okay, we're gonna allow player-made servers, we're gonna allow an offline mode, and it just kind of does, you know, the community can have at it. Like, I would be more likely to just to buy more Bethesda stuff in general, because then I know, like, especially online stuff, I would have way less of a conscience, because like when it's an online only game, like, there is a hard shelf life on online games, and I'd be more likely to buy something if I knew what was going to transpire later on down the line. Like, as it is, I don't buy many games anymore, just because I've had the rug pulled out from under me so many times before.
And that's one of the reasons why this game in particular has such a long life, is because it's a single player, no online access needed whatsoever, entirely self-contained game. You just need internet to download it and you're good.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
well, I mean, Skyrim, the modding scene definitely helps, but you know,
it's the same reason why people still play games like. Let me think here. Let me go through my games library of stuff that just, even though like it just has endured.
And that's one of the
Fallout
things
4
that I was majorly surprised by was EA's like not wanting to push online services or even microtransactions onto Jedi Fallen Order. And that game is one of the, I would say that it's the best I would say that it's the best EA game in a really long time.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to continue to be for as long as they sell it, and like just kind of let it do its
And
thing.
Survivor doesn't capture the same magic in like the story wise it doesn't capture the same magic as Fallen Order, but it has the same thing with like no online services needed, no microtransactions or anything. Like the Respawn Jedi games are fantastic compared to the other shit that EA has been spewing recently. And it's mostly because they are just single-player, story-driven games.
All right, hand over your valuables.
Didn't I just kill you?
Nah.
Another-
Oh wait, no, it is the same. It is literally the same Argonian. It is
Another-
literally the same Argonian. Just deck them.
You know
It'll be
what?
funny.
Another huge game series that was recently like put out of its misery. That was online focused. Was the entirety of Little Big Planet. There was three
That's-
games that people had. The Little Big Planet games, for those who
It's
don't
not going
know,
as
are
well
kind
as
of
I
like
thought it
Mario
would.
Maker, where it was mostly like a level creator kind of thing, but more like a sandbox kind of level creator. And the games were amazing. They were 1 and 2 were like, I played 2 as a kid all the fucking time because I loved it. And it was mostly online focused because there was an entire community of people, and they just shut it down. You cannot play those games anymore.
Yeah, it sucks. Little Big Planet was a genuinely fun little game.
Oh yeah, it
I'm
was.
I'm
It was
sad to hear
great.
that. I'm sad to hear that that
It
game
was-
went.
I mean, from what I heard, it was like they recently brought it back at the beginning of the year, and the same shit happened again where a bunch of hackers DDoSed the servers, so they had to shut it down.
Mhm.
You know what would go really
Uh,
well here?
A Walmart parking lot.
A
It's
Costco.
even Walmart.
Yeah, no,
See,
Costco.
yeah,
Costco.
yeah.
Or actually no,
No.
a Bucky's.
A what?
A Buppies.
No, it's
That'd
gotta
be
be
funny.
one of those
Speaking of, chat,
outdoor shopping
This stream is
malls that's
officially
just a
sponsored by
bunch
Buppies.
of- It's gotta be one of those outdoor shopping malls that's just a bunch of random fucking big box stores in a line, like a Lowe's, a Joann's, a fucking abandoned Toys R Us.
Yeah, we need an 8-lane superhighway. Yeah, an 8-lane superhighway for a bunch of idiots to wreck their Cybertrucks on.
That would
Exactly.
be really funny. That would be really funny.
Just 5
But-
more lanes. 5 more lanes will fix the problem. Don't worry, we're fine.
I-
Oh, hey.
I consider I consider myself so lucky that I've not yet seen a cyber truck.
Oh,
I'm
I've
so
seen
I saw
many
one the other
Teslas.
day. I actually saw one on the way home
Did you
from
flip it
the
off?
T1 Trust open house.
I'd stay away if I were you.
Oh,
If I
shush.
ever see a Cybertruck, I've been seeing Teslas, and I'll flip them off each time because
I don't flip off
they deserve.
Teslas because I don't flip off Teslas because it's like the idea. I'm okay with the idea of like electric cars. Like there's some cool there. Like they're stupid fast. Like having been in an Tesla Model S and having experienced full throttle in an electric car, there's
Yeah, yeah.
nothing that is painful how fast it goes.
Yeah.
Like how
And that
fast
is,
it
that is
accelerates.
something
Like,
that
it'll-
that is something
It's-
that an internal combustion engine car would need to do a lot of work to be able to do, and that lot of work is converting it to a gas electric or a diesel electric and putting electric motors on the fucking wheels.
Yeah.
but like
I just
That
don't
is- that
think
is
the
something that a
technology's
normal-
ready.
That is something that a
It's-
standard ICE car just cannot do.
Join up with the Stormcloaks.
The thing is with electric cars, and I've been saying this for literally about a decade now, a little bit longer. It's like I like the idea of electric. There are a couple issues that need to be ironed out before a full electrification needs to happen. Number
Yeah.
one is we need to find a way to get off of lithium ion batteries. Lithium is
Yes.
hugely bad.
Hydrogen fuel cells.
Well, hydrogen has its problems too, but like battery electric is not bad because you're storing pure electrical energy, which is like in theory you don't get much better than that. The problem is we're doing it with lithium, and lithium
Actually,
is
chat, better idea. Give me a fucking car with an overhead catenary. Give me a car with a pantograph.
Congratulations.
You've
You've
invented
made
bumper-
RTD.
No, you've made bumper cars.
No, you
Yeah,
look
yeah,
me in the
it's
face and
bumper
tell me
cars,
that that
dude.
wouldn't be fun as fuck, though.
Oh no, it
See,
would be bumper.
It would
we
be, but
we just do
like,
bumper car. We
holy
drive
shit,
bumper
it would
cars
take
everywhere.
forever.
Bumper
Bumper
sedans.
cars, bumper cars, and then what's hilarious is, as an additional bonus, if the catenaries get struck by lightning, you go back in time about 150 years.
Exactly. Dude,
It'll
I
be
can't
really
wait.
funny. We're gonna go to the old west.
Dude,
Edison
I cannot
Motors.
wait to go back to 1874.
I cannot wait to go back to Hill Valley.
Allison asks a good question. Opinion on Edison Motors and their diesel-electric trucks.
Edison is doing it right. I will
Yes.
give my full endorsement to Edison. Which is funny because when it came to the people that both Tesla and Edison are named, like when those companies are named after, it's the opposite. Edison was kind of a douche.
Not even
and
kind of a douche. He was wildly racist and incredibly corrupt.
Thomas
person.
Edison was a douche, and Nikola Tesla was chill. But like,
He's cool
the
as
companies
fuck,
are
and
not
it's sad that
opposite.
it's sad that he died in the circumstances that he did because he was like
Yeah,
forgotten at the time. He was like a Van Gogh-esque thing where nobody knew who the fuck he was when he died.
yeah, it was a weird thing. But no, as far as Edison Motors go, like Edison is getting it right. Like they're going with lithium iron phosphate batteries, number one, which is a lot better than lithium ion. They're less energy dense, but they don't go bad after 8 to 10 years like lithium ion do.
Or like 8 to
Like-
10 months for some of them.
Yeah, like I mean, like how often do people replace their phone because of phone battery life? It's like every 6 to 8 years, right?
Nah, even worse.
It's sometimes shorter than that, yeah. But like it's average 6 to 8 years for me for the last 3 phones I've gone through, like because the battery life just up and fucks off. But lithium iron
Yep.
phosphate batteries, like I've seen lithium iron phosphate batteries that have been parked since like 2013, and you put a charge in them and you go. Like they're fine. They don't care. So lithium iron phosphate is way better for longevity, sustainability, all the fun stuff. Yeah, slower charge time and less energy dense, which
Yep.
like is a downside. But if car manufacturers also built the cars in the proper way, Aptera, uh, Aptera is the only one that does it right. Just hyper focus on efficiency, and then you use lithium iron
Yeah,
phosphate.
work
like,
backwards.
that's the way electric
Work
cars should
backwards
be.
from electric. Aptera is going from electric and efficiency to car. Everyone else is going from car to electric.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Aptera is the only as somebody who genuinely believes in the idea. Like I do want to be clean. I do want to save the planet. I want to do my part, which is why I'm like incredibly frugal. With the one big notable exception being the car I kind of daily drive, which. Fun fact for people listening: the car that I bought as my first car when I was 21, Mazda Dorito Mobile. When I got that emissions tested, it was 40 times the legal limit in terms of
Ugh.
emissions. I fixed it all since, thankfully, but like that is the one exception with like me being dirty because I am car guy. I do like car. I enjoy that, but I also
He is
like want to be
Caroto.
kind of good for the environment. Yeah, Caroto. But like I also want to be good for the environment and all that fun stuff, and that's
I'm
why
dealing with these
I'm
fuckers.
irritated at a lot of these electric cars where they're 2, 3, 4 ton monstrosities that fuck up the roads, that use enormous amounts of natural resources, and use lithium-ion batteries that go bad after 8 years. Like at this point, everybody's seen those articles about the early Gen 1 Teslas, like their batteries are going bad. And
Not to
Tesla's charging,
mention
like,
the
$20,000 for a battery replacement.
Not to mention that for the longevity of a lot of people's electric car, like specifically Teslas, for the longevity for how long people keep them, they don't get to the point where the electric car starts offsetting the fucking carbon
Not even
dioxide,
close.
the carbon dioxide costs needed to produce the damn car in the first place.
Yeah, no, in terms of environmental damage, like in terms of amortizing environmental damage, a Tesla is about on par with like a modern Toyota Corolla. Like a Model S is on par with a Corolla.
And
For
honestly,
like
the Corolla
after
is
10
objectively the
years,
better car because you can total a Corolla and drive it away.
well, Corolla ain't gonna care. You can get one of those things up to 800,000 miles, and they won't care.
You can get them
I
over a
fun.
million. 800,000 is nothing for a Corolla.
Well, so yeah, no, no. I mean,
800,000 is still under the warranty.
I mean, when I worked at a Toyota dealership, like I literally saw probably about 10 or 12 Toyotas with at least over 800,000.
Yeah, that's for the that's par for the course.
Toyota, like if you change the oil, and kind of just, if you keep it clean, you garage it, you change the oil when you're supposed to, and you do
Just
the regular servicing, like a Toyota will just last forever. I've never seen other car brands even reliably do that. Like, yeah, there's some outliers like the old Cherokee Jeep XJs that they made from what 82, 83, 84 up through the year 2000.
The fucking
Those go
1980s
forever.
Camaros are fucking impossible to kill.
Yep, those, like, there are some cars like there are outliers. Volvo's pretty regular. I've seen Volvo red blocks with like over 1 million on them. They don't really care. But the most bulletproof, like, if you were to ask me like the most bulletproof car on the planet, it's gonna be any Toyota with a 22RE engine. You find any Toyota with a 22R, like, that is going to be the most reliable car. That engine is built heavier than V8s I've worked on, and it produces like half the power, not even. Those engines are not stressed, and it's Toyota build quality, so they will just go. There was one, I remember there was a Tacoma, or an early Tacoma. No, this was not even a Tacoma. This was pre-Tacoma. This was like a mid-80s Toyota truck that we got in at the shop one day, I remember. And I saw it had 600,000 on the Odo. Like 600,000. And I'm like, "Oh damn, this is a clean truck for 600,000." And because I was talking with the owner, and the owner goes, "Oh yeah, this is not 600,000. This is 1.6 million." And I'm like, "Oh,
Did it roll over?
it rolled over." Yeah. It rolled over, and it's still going. Original block and everything. Like, the transmission had been rebuilt a few times, but like original engine block. Like, I think it had a head gasket on it once before, but that was it. Like, I have never seen anything else match a Toyota 22R. That's why one of my dream cars is an 84, specifically the model year 1984 Toyota 4Runner. Because 84 was the best model year for
literally 1984.
Literally 1984 was the best year for the Toyota 4Runner, because that was the last year of the front live axle with Burfield joints on the steering rack, which are literally indestructible. I have seen people jump those fuckers 10 feet and not bend the axle. It's really funny. And then you've got the 22R. That was the first year of the 22R. So last year of the live axle, first year of the 22R. In that first Gen 4Runner, 1984 specifically. Like, that is peak truck. Like, and I remember looking a few months ago, there was a dude for selling one about 2 hours away from me. It was out of my price range because Toyota tax is real, but the thing, it had like 650,000 miles on it, and it didn't care. It was still good. Like,
Okay.
the engine
To
bay
put
was
in perspective
spotless.
how many miles 1.6 million is. How many miles that is. 4014, the big boy, had only racked up 1,031,205 service miles by the time it was retired.
Actually, that's rookie numbers.
Yeah, and that's rookie numbers. Like,
let me blow people's minds for a little bit here. The 1.6 million mile Toyota Tacoma that I saw, it had gone the equivalent distance of the Earth from the Earth to the Moon 8 times.
Oh my
Because
god.
Earth to the Moon is about 230,000 miles, something like that. Like 1.6 million miles is several times there and back and there again and back again. Like Toyotas last. Toyotas are good. I love Toyotas.
Anyway, I have personal experience with Teslas because mainline lore, my mom is my mom and my stepdad are currently obsessed with them. They
Oh.
bought one a couple years ago. Well, I would say a couple years ago. It's more like beginning of like 2020-ish, but like um they bought one and they really liked it. And then they bought another, and then another, and then another. And they bought enough of them to the point where they've started a Tesla renting service to make the money back and keep taking out loans to buy more of them. But that's besides the point. I have personal experience with Teslas a lot because when I was still with my mom, we would, she would drive it around everywhere. We would go on trips to Utah with them, and therein lies the issue. Teslas are dog shit for long distance trips. They're great in cities. They're great in just like, commute to work kind of things. You can leave it plugged in at home. The second you try to take it out to the next state over, every single problem with electric cars rears its ugly head.
Yeah.
They before in a gas car in our Toyota Sienna, which I loved, it had so much space. It was great. It was a great car to be stuck in for 8 hours because there was actual space in that fucking car. You could walk around maybe a couple steps in it, and there was like those long seats in the back that you could lay down in. It was great. I love that car. They sold it to pay for the first Tesla. In the Toyota Sienna, we would get between Denver and Salt Lake City, which I have been through many times, in about 8 hours, and we'd only have to fill up on gas twice, sometimes 3 times, sometimes even 1 time for the roughly 300-mile journey on I-70. We'd have to fill up maybe once, twice, and each stop would take like 15 minutes, and most of that was us getting out of the car to go get food at the gas station or go get snacks or, get a water or something. With the Teslas, it now takes 12 hours, and those extra hours come from purely sitting there and recharging the thing.
Yeah.
Because you have to stop. Because I remember we took I-80 once, and we had to stop at every single town along the fucking Transcontinental Railroad to get out, stop, pull over, and sit at a Tesla supercharger for the better part of 30 minutes before we got up and went again.
Yeah.
And the way they've built them is most of them are not built next to gas stations. They're just kind of in a parking lot. So before, when we were able to, get out of the car and go get some snacks and come back in time for the car to be all filled up, now we're just kind of in a random parking lot, sometimes next to a gas station, most often not. But we're kind of just chilling here in a parking lot for 30 minutes before we have to get up and go and do the whole process all over again at the next town. They're just absolute garbage when it comes to long distance trips.
Yeah, it's the thing is with electric cars. I don't think the battery technology is quite there yet.
I don't think it's there at all. They need to hold the charge better, charge faster.
The thing is, like,
to be better than a gas car, in terms of long distance.
So the thing is with those batteries, like, so they would be fine. Like the charge time, that distance time would be fine if the country had alternative means of transport, like if we had better railroads,
Hey,
electric cars would be far more viable.
you guys want
Like
to
look
save
at
the
Europe,
planet? Ride the train.
ride the train. Yeah, it's that's why I look at Europe and all of their trains and all of their electric cars, and it's why like I see companies or countries like Sweden with their ridiculous electric car adoption rates, and it's like it kind of works there because they have the alternative means of transport. In the States, it's either you fly or you drive, and if the flight or if the drive is, let's say if the drive is 8 hours, like so distance from San Francisco to LA, like if you drive from San Francisco to LA, it's faster by car than if by airplane.
Yeah.
So like it makes sense to drive like the equivalent of like 8 hours like everywhere you go.
Me, the Northeasterner, just sitting here like, uh, yeah, Amtrak is actually pretty great here.
Yeah, no, I'm speaking from West Coast. West Coast is painful, and it's like if we had more trains, electric cars would like
Electric
it would
cars
be
could
easier.
supplement them.
Yeah, no, it would be easier to stomach some of the downsides of modern electric car technology, but
When
like
you're basically forced to the thing is, like, the government is kind of forcing us to adopt them very quickly, and that's not the right thing. You're gonna force us to adopt a
if they want if they
honestly horrible system when it's not ready.
it's like the choices are pretty clear. It's like if you want electric cars to become widespread and viable for a country like and with minimal downsides, like supplement it with trains. Kind of need to do
Yeah.
that anyway. We're leagues behind the rest of the world in that front. We need trains to do the thing again, but oh well, that's besides the point. That's why like back to the electric cars. For the most part, like I genuinely don't like uh I genuinely don't like most electric cars. There's one glowing exception. We mentioned it earlier. Aptera, the three-wheeler Aptera, makes so much sense because it overcomes all of the downsides of electric cars. Literally more aerodynamic than a bullet. And the top range model gets 1,000 miles on a single charge, and it's solar, so you get an
Jesus.
additional 40 miles of solar charge per day for free from the sun. So
God,
like for
that
most trips, like for just most trips, you like if you go into town 40 miles, 20 miles there, 20 miles back, that's all sun. You like don't touch the battery. Like at all. Well, you do touch the battery, but like the solar will recharge enough to offset that 40-mile.
so
hit.
if we had that car, I'd be able to drive from Denver to Salt Lake City and back on a single charge.
Yeah, I would be able to drive from. I'm not going to dox where I live, but I will say like I could drive from random example Sacramento to Salt Lake City on one charge.
That's terrifying.
Like you could literally go about a quarter of the distance across the U.S. in one day on one charge.
And then you don't have to worry about stopping at like anywhere. Like it might have slower charge times, but you don't have to worry about that because it's such a
Yeah.
long area. You just charge it when you get there.
Yeah,
when
it's
you're
like
done driving.
like even on the most extreme drives, like I will only do about like the most extreme drives I've ever done, like 600 miles in one day, and by the end of it, I'm worn out. So like but in 600 miles, that's you're not even 75% of the way through the battery, not even close. And you just plug it in at whatever hotel or house or Airbnb or whatever that you're staying in, and charge it up, and then like the next day you're full up on battery and you're ready to go. Like that's why I like the Aptera. It's because it is a car that has been designed for ruthless efficiency, and it shows. And the best part is pro right to repair as well, so you can fix them and upgrade them in the future. When better battery technology becomes available, you just wire that bitch in and it'll work.
Yeah.
Like they've openly stated that they want future upgradability with the battery packs in the Aptera. So like, there's only one electric car that makes sense. Also, base price of $25,000 makes it quite a lot easier to stomach, and that's before government rebate. Aptera FTW. Let's go. I'm.
Oh.
I can't wait to start seeing them. Like, they're gonna start showing up on roads probably next year. I believe production. I think production starts late this year,
Yeah.
and delivery starts early next year. Like, I want to say sometime around December is when they're anticipating production.
And then
like,
the Cybertruck is just evolving backwards. Like
Yeah,
we're evolving back to the Model T Ford where there's no crumple zones. So
Yeah, well,
you hit something and you die.
Well, the funny part about the Cybertruck, like lack of crumple zones, means the Cybertruck is an actively less safe car than a Citroen from the 1950s.
Yeah,
A
it's
Citroen DS is safer than a Cybertruck, which is sad because the one car doesn't have airbags, but it has crumple zones. So it's
yeah.
like, yeah,
So
I could
for those
go
who
into
don't know, crumple zones are a thing in a car where if you get hit, a car will crumple inward to a point to sort of
it acts as a shock absorber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shock absorber. The Tesla, the Cybertruck, does not have a single bit of that. They just said, "Oh, the car is indestructible."
So the
but
car,
that's a
so the car,
detriment.
yeah, so the car doesn't absorb the shock. You absorb the shock, and
Yeah,
then
your body absorbs the shock. Your bones liquefy, and you fucking die.
Yep.
Like that,
The Cybertruck is the biggest piece of crap of a car.
Oh god,
It is the
it's
biggest.
like a DeLorean. It's like a DeLorean, but worse.
I think I'd rather drive a Trabant than a Cybertruck, and I'm not even joking.
AC, no. You honestly, you do have better odds of surviving a, like, in a person v Cybertruck thing, the Cybertruck wins whether the person's inside it or outside it. Because if you get hit by a Cybertruck, you're getting cut in half.
Yeah.
If you're getting hit by a Cybertruck, you are not surviving at all. And good thing that they made the Cybertruck fucking giant so a child in front of the car cannot be seen at all. Good thing they did that.
No, they made it angular, so the child definitely gets sucked under the truck.
Yeah.
And also that. You remember when cars would like be purposely low, so if you get hit of it, you go over the car instead
Yeah, it
of
would
under
only
it?
break your legs
Those
and
were the
not
days.
kill you.
Yeah. The thing is, at least the Cybertruck is good for one thing. It is genuinely good for one reason. Like it is good at one thing for one reason. It is a rolling idiot detector. If somebody has a Cybertruck, you automatically know that is
Yeah.
the person driving it is a fucking tool, and you know to avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, it's
like before you kind of had to guess.
It's an idiot beacon, dude.
Yeah, no, it's like if you see somebody who is willing to drop the best part of $100 grand, because like they're about $100,000. It's a lot of money.
They're
That's
less
like
than
5 houses.
and if you want all the good attachments for it, you're gonna have to pay over $100,000 for it.
Well, but it's funny because it's like one Cybertruck or 5 houses in Pennsylvania. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Or one really nice ass house in Pennsylvania. It's like, if somebody is willing to drop that kind of money on a giant refrigerator on wheels, then you know that that person is a fucking moron.
Yeah, it's basically an idiot beacon. Like the Teslas before, you could within reasonable doubt say, "Oh, that person might be a rich asshole."
Well, here's there was a surefire way to detect that if the license plate was customized and had like some smug message that said no gas or something, then you know that person was a tool. But now the Cybertruck
Me, who
just
has a
does that
GTA 5 license plate saying no gas for me
Yeah.
on my in-game, it's not a Tesla, it's one of the Porsche things, but still.
Yeah. But like if you saw like any Tesla with a smug license plate on it that like went on about how, oh, it's not gas, then you know that person's kind of smug. But the Tesla Cybertruck is literally just a rolling idiot beacon, and it's great. It's really funny.
And it has the added bonus of killing the idiot inside it. So we rid the world of the idiots.
Especially with the auto drive. Well, that is assuming the Tesla Cybertruck is still functional after it goes through a car wash, which,
Yeah.
as we've seen, sometimes it just doesn't want to.
Also, going through a car wash voids the Cybertruck's warranty.
Yeah.
If you clean it wrong, heaven forbid those Cybertruck people have
No,
to
not even
get out
cleaning
of
it
their
wrong.
car
Putting
and
it in...
wash
No. Fucking Tesla customer support told a customer that because he put his Cybertruck in car wash mode, it voided the warranty. Just putting it in car wash mode voided his warranty.
Yeah, it's really funny. My favorite one was the Cybertruck that just refused to start up after it went through a car wash. Like the dude took it through a car wash and like he parked it in his garage. Like he got it home and then it just wouldn't start for the next 24 hours.
Yeah,
it was really funny.
AC, you don't, because there's no protective coating on it, so it just rusts.
Oh yeah, it just rusts. Yeah,
It's literally.
It is literally just
It's a
raw
DeLorean that
steel.
works.
There's no clear coat on it.
like, but so hot take: the DeLorean was not the best car. For what it was back then, there's a reason DeLorean, the company, didn't survive. The car was kind of a pile of crap.
Compared to the
Well,
Cybertruck, it's a
they're
fucking...
still around,
Compared to the
somewhat.
Cybertruck, it's a top-of-the-line supercar.
So, DeLorean is still around, but it's a new company that bought the DeLorean name. It's not the same company
Well, I was
from
more
back in the
saying
1980s.
like you could. There is a shop in California somewhere, a DMC shop where you can still take your old DeLoreans and they'll fix it.
Yeah, but like that's an independent dealer, and there is the company out in Texas, who, so they are doing what DeLorean should have done back in the day, but DeLorean originally, like, bear in mind the car was from what was promised to what was delivered, the DeLorean was the biggest like pile of crap that people had seen back then. Like originally back in the early 70s when the original DeLorean prototype was shown off, like it was promised to have a 3-liter Wankel rotary engine that made like, I think it was like 200 horsepower. It was supposed to be like 2,500 pounds, stainless steel, super safe. Like it had an I-beam chassis, if memory serves. I think the car still does. And then a full exoskeleton, so like it wouldn't, like the body wouldn't rust, it wouldn't dent, it wouldn't like, and if the parts that got tarnished, like if the exterior parts got tarnished, you could just slap new body panels on it and be done with it. Like that was the idea. Was DeLorean was very forward thinking in that he wanted the car to be like safe, forward looking, upgradable, repairable by like everybody, which made a lot of sense and was really cool back then.
Yeah, I fucking love that car the way it looks. It looks
Like
so
and it's still
good.
it's still a very good looking car. Like a lot of people love DeLoreans.
I follow a guy on YouTube who owns a DeLorean and posts about it all the time. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, they're cool cars. Like, don't get me wrong, but like what was promised and what was delivered, like originally it was supposed to be a mid-engine car with a Wankel rotary engine that was supposed like be fairly powerful, lightweight, easy to fix, all the fun stuff. And then the car was delivered with 130 horsepower Peugeot Renault Volvo V6, the PRV V6, which is one of the worst engines ever made. And additionally, it was connected to the gearbox from the Lotus Esprit, which was glass. So you can't engine swap DeLoreans to like a V8. Some people have tried, but they have to artificially limit the power because a V8 engine will lunge the gearbox. So like DeLoreans are glass and they just break. And then additionally, like,
Hey, C9! Poor Nikola Tesla is rolling in his grave so fast you can charge a Tesla.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
you
probably.
can't.
Yeah, you stick two
Because those
copper
things
wires
require
in the
a
ground.
ridiculous amount of. Those things require such a ridiculous amount of power to charge. It's currently straining California's power grid.
As somebody who like has experienced California brownouts, like, oh no, nope. As somebody who has lost medical supplies that keep me alive to California brownouts, not really sure it's like
Hey, Spinoto.
Power grids. It's snake whale.
Yep.
Okay, good. My Skyrim memories are still that good.
Good man, good Skyrim.
It's almost like I've played this game for several thousand hours.
I think this is the only Bethesda game that I've played more than you.
Yeah, probably.
Speaking of DeLorean, because Tesla Cybertrucks had to be all recalled for an issue, they got the number of current Cybertrucks, and it's less than the number of DeLoreans sold.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Although to be fair, like DeLorean, like as much of a stinky person I've heard John DeLorean was, and even then I've heard he was not that stinky. Like I know the drug thing was sort of a setup by the FBI. There were other reasons he was stinky. I mean, he was a corporate suit. He was stinky. But like he still knew cars. Like he ran General Motors and made some of the most successful cars General Motors ever produced. Like John DeLorean invented the Pontiac GTO. Yeah, that was him that made the GTO. John DeLorean invented the muscle car with the Pontiac GTO. Like, wow. So we look at Ford Mustangs, Dodge Chargers, we look at all of the poster cars from like, and all the stuff from fun action movies and stuff. All of it is thanks to John DeLorean. It is ridiculous how influential he was. And the dude knew cars, and he knew how to produce DeLoreans. His mistake was building it in Ireland during the 80s when there was a lot of cultural unrest. Like, kind of difficult to start up a company with that, like, kind of background. And additionally, the car fell so short on its promises to, like, the people who placed on orders for them, it wasn't even funny. Like, I mean, the car went from a 2,500-pound car with a 200 horsepower engine, like a proper rival for the Corvette back then, to a thing with 130 horsepower that weighed 2,800 pounds. It was pretty heavy for a car back then. Like 2,800 pounds is light for a car these days, but like that was heavy for a sports car back then. And like, granted, the chassis was still developed by Lotus. Like
if Cybertruck can
sorry,
iron out all their things, they might, keyword might, be a decent car, but right now the doors are sharp enough to cut off fingers.
Well, no, the Cybertruck's never going to be good, because like you're still never going to get over that the initial design issues of the Cybertruck. Like, panel gap fitment's still going to be crap. You're still going to have that disgusting shape of it. Like, it still is going to be a hideous truck. It's still not going to have.
It looks like baby's first. It looks like baby's first Blender model.
It does. It looks. I could make a Cybertruck in approximately 5 seconds in Blender. It's oops, 2 loop cuts, and then you're there.
You could make a Cybertruck run on you could make a realistic model of a Cybertruck run on an N64.
It would be really funny, yeah. Like, just it's.
You can run the Cybertruck on a fucking TI-84 calculator.
Yeah. Like,
you could.
You could probably render a Cybertruck on N64 hardware while ray tracing it. Because have you seen the videos where people are ray tracing using N64 hardware? It's pretty wild.
God. Yeah, that shit's crazy.
People sleep on the N64. That was like a genuine supercomputer back in the day. Like, people forget, like, the N64 was not developed, I should say, on a hardware level by Nintendo.
No,
the N64, it was Silicon Graphics Incorporated, SGI. SGI being the people who made the computers that rendered the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, the original.
Yeah.
Like, SGI was ridiculous. They were like gurus of computers back then, and that's who made the N64 hardware. It was
SGI, Super Graphics Incorporated.
Yeah, pretty much. It was Silicon Graphics Incorporated, but yeah, Super Graphics Incorporated. Um, yeah, no, the N64 is a powerful console. Like the N64, I've heard that if it weren't for the cartridge limitation, the 64 is like not far behind the GameCube, which for a console that is like what 6 years older than a GameCube, and bearing in mind like what Moore's law says, computer hardware gets twice as powerful every year or every other year,
Something like that.
something like that. So like if you look at Moore's law, the N64 was ridiculous and still is. Like there are people ray tracing on N64s, not in real time, but like you could freeze frame render stuff over the period of like 2 days on N64 hardware, which is like still really impressive because like for modern big stuff, like big blockbuster movies, like a single frame can take days.
Yeah.
Which is just insane to think that an N64, like it's still nowhere near what modern computers can do. Like a modern smartphone will kick the crap out of an N64, but like the N64 was like still within contention of like a GameCube in terms of how powerful that hardware
And
was.
the GameCube was like one of the powerhouses of that generation too.
Yeah, it's like, well, also bear in mind like the Nintendo Wii that came after was literally based on GameCube hardware. So like the Wii was just a GameCube with motion control.
Yeah.
Like there
That's
was
why
a reason
they had GameCube backwards compatibility baked
yeah,
into the
because it was literally a GameCube, yeah.
And why, if you pop the top cover open, you can just plug GameCube controllers directly into the thing.
Yeah, that too. It was really funny. You're like, yeah, GameCube was still like the GameCube was relevant up until whenever the Wii U launched. So when like 2011, 2012.
I think 2012.
So like, and the N64 was still within firing distance of that. As late as 2020, as late as like 2010, 2011. N64 is one of my favorite consoles of all time. Can you tell?
It just never got to see its full potential. They just never utilized it. The N64 modding scene has fixed literally every limitation that the N64 had.
I mean, I've been following a YouTuber who's been optimizing Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
And he not only has native split-screen multiplayer working on native N64 hardware, but the game now runs at a locked 60 FPS.
Dude.
On N64 hardware. It's ridiculous. It's really freaking cool.
And that was like the split-screen multiplayer was like the reason Luigi wasn't in the game. Like that was like they couldn't figure it. Nintendo couldn't figure it out, so they canned it.
Yeah, and like a dude working like on his own figured out how to do it, just optimizing what Nintendo had. Yeah. And he's like bug fixed a lot of Super Mario 64, which is really cool. I love stuff like that. It's so fun.
That game is a buggy mess.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. It's pretty funny.
I watched the invisible, like the 3-hour-long invisible wall video the other like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, how did that happen? How did you...
But like N64 was a really powerful console for its time.
Yeah.
How did we get from Cybertrucks to the N64?
Oh, because it looks like it's rendered on it.
Yeah, that's true.
One last thing.
I don't know. You guys keep talking. I'm just gonna keep playing Skyrim.
We're just kind of letting minds wander at this point. It's kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we've kind of just let the conversation go. But there was this guy that was like, you probably know, he was working on an N64 version of Portal, and like had gotten through a lot of it, and was eventually told by Valve to stop because not because they wanted him to stop, because Valve is like the godmaster of letting people mod things. And they were like, dude, this is fucking cool. But they were afraid Nintendo was gonna get on his ass for it. Because he was gonna sell an N64 game in the modern day.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we know anything about Nintendo, we know that they are the most litigious fuckers in the market.
Yep. unfortunately.
They're way up there.
They make amazing games. They're just assholes.
Yeah. Which is like... Ugh.
Yeah. It.
Grumble, grumble.
They're within their legal right, but they're not within their moral right.
Yeah. Still, though, I will buy the shit out of Nintendo products because their games are just fun.
Because
Like,
this generation especially, I think Nintendo's at the top of their game. I think they've taken back the crown that they lost with the N64.
Well, no, they lost it with the Wii. The Wii is like one of the best-selling consoles of all time. I think it's second to only the PS2.
No, there's like a few above it. Hold on, let me pull up the list.
I think PlayStation 2 is like number 1.
Yeah, PlayStation 2 is definitely number 1.
I think it's then it's
okay,
Wii,
so it's
then
PS2, DS.
PS1.
It's PlayStation 2, DS is second with so PlayStation 2 has 155 million. DS is second with 154 million. Nintendo Switch is third with 141 million and counting. Then it's Game Boy with 118 million, PS4 with 117 million, original PlayStation with 102 million, and then the Wii with 101 million.
Where's the Xbox 360?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9th, below the PlayStation 3.
That is kind of messed up because I think the X360 was better than the PS3, having owned both.
It's the Xbox 360 is like generally regarded as the winner of that console war, but it didn't win. It lost the PS4 only sold like a couple more million, like PS3 compared to the Xbox 360 only sold 3 million more.
The issue with the whole console wars thing is, like you just showed, so many people think that it's just sales number that matters. No, it isn't. It's the quality of the console itself, and the 360 beats the PS3 hands down.
Well, here's the thing. Like, original PS3 was garbage. Like, the original model, absolute garbage. It was bloated and insane.
It was overly expensive because they shoved PS2 compatibility into it.
They shoved as much shit as they possibly could.
Which is why original PS3s are now worth more than fucking gold, because they're two consoles in one. It's
See, here's the fun thing.
Some of them even have PS1 capability too.
Well, no, here's the one thing, and I think this is the thing that makes Xbox win overall. The 360 can play original Xbox games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them. Every single one. You can just play them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you could do that with the original model of the PS3.
No,
had PS2
I mean
and PS1 backwards compatibility.
The 360 can play every game for both the 360 and the original Xbox One.
Yeah.
And the original Xbox. There's no, like you said yourself, the PS3 couldn't play original PS1 games.
No, it can. It can.
It depends.
It depends on the model, but the original one had both PS2 and PS1 backwards compatibility, which was insane.
So they removed that feature. The 360 still has that feature.
Yeah, they
eventually. The Xbox One has that feature. The Xbox One can play original Xbox games and 360 games.
Well, not all of them. They had like a system where it would just give you a downloadable copy of the game.
Yeah.
No.
It's kind of weird, but it works. It does work. It doesn't play off the disc, but it does work.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I had 2 Xbox Ones and a shit ton of original Xbox games. Every single one of them, you stick the disc right in, it works.
It was a lot of them that were supported, but not like every single game. They kind of had to like support
far more than far more than what the PS4 can play backwards compatibility wise.
Yeah,
that is absolutely true. But it was not the Xbox One, not the third Xbox in the lineage, but the Xbox One or whatever. Like, that one, it was limited support for backwards compatibility because it was some program Xbox did, which they have since kind of abandoned. They've not updated that list in eons, but like...
Untrue, they keep updating it.
But I remember, like, kind of being disappointed because Forza Motorsport 4 was not supported on Xbox One. Horizon 1
What?
was, and still is, but Forza Motorsport 4, the best Forza Motorsport, is still locked to the 360.
Yeah.
No, it
which
isn't.
sucks. Yes, it is.
I have played that fucker on Xbox One. It is not.
I have tried. It like always throws me a disc error, and it works fine on my 360.
Could be Xbox.
Which
bunk.
which Xbox One do you have? Because it might be for the
The
One
original.
X.
The original, way back when.
Then it must just be for the One X because it let me play it on the One X. I can play all 5 Horizons on the One X.
See, we all know who won the Xbox 360 and PS3 battle. It was the Wii. They won. They won. They
I just looked
absolutely clobbered the competition.
So I just looked it up. It says this was posted 3 months ago. Does anyone know if Forza Motorsport 4 is compatible with Xbox One? Top comment: unfortunately not. I'll buy the 360 again, specifically to play the first Forza Motorsport 4, or to play for the Motorsport 4. Good.
Wait, Motorsport 4?
Motorsport 4, yeah.
That's I thought you were talking about Horizon 1. That's why I said all
Nope.
5 Horizons.
Horizon is supported on Xbox One. It's Motorsport 4 that is not, and it sucks because that is the best Forza Motorsport. Like that is the best
Yeah.
game, and that's when I used to sweat Forza. Fun fact for the people who are for the few people that are here, I used to be ranked globally in Forza.
Oh God.
I used to be top 25 in Forza globally, and then like
Jesus.
I was fucking quick. Still am. As anyone who's raced Forza against me can testify.
All right, let's play a little
Fucking
game.
sweaty.
What is the Xbox Series X currently ranked as in terms of sales?
We don't
Not
talk
very
about the
high.
series consoles.
Yeah, we don't. Talk.
It's
Well, we don't.
the currently sold Xbox next generation Xbox is below the GameCube.
Oh no! How bad is the PS5?
PS5 is actually doing pretty well. It's below, it's just above the Xbox One, but a couple around like 20 million below the 3DS. It's 59 million, which isn't bad,
Not horrible.
but compared to its competitor right now, the Nintendo Switch, which is selling double, more than double,
Yeah.
it's not great.
I mean, what? You said the Switch was number 3?
The Switch is number 3 and still selling 141 million compared to the DS's 154 million.
Hold there before I let you in. Oh wait, no, I was thinking the fucking Riften one. Fuck.
I'm going to avoid Riften like the fucking plague.
Why? I like Riften.
I don't.
I like Riften. It's a shithole, but I like it.
How much is rent?
The problem is not rent; it's getting robbed in Riften.
You get robbed. You get robbed before you even go in the fucking gate.
Yeah, you literally get a guard that goes, "Hold there before I let
You get
into Riften."
you walk
You
up to
need
the
to
gate.
play
You have the
visitor's
gate.
tax.
The gate is still 20 feet in front of you, and you get fucking shook. You get a fucking shakedown.
Yep. It's really funny.
Yeah.
I like Riften. I like all of. There's like, I love all of Skyrim. One of my favorite places is Blackreach. Blackreach is fucking incredible. Blackreach is so nice.
Man, I love looking at the best-selling consoles list. It's so interesting to me.
It really is.
Like,
I will say the
It's-
PS2 earned that spot, deservedly so. At
well,
the number one.
yeah, it was because it was a DVD player.
Well,
It
DVD
was
player
a DVD
and like,
player cheaper than most DVD players at the time that could also play video games.
but also on the same token, like the PS2 also had some of the best video games
Oh,
ever.
yeah, for sure.
Like Jack and Daxter Precursor Legacy. Holy fuck.
That entire
Sure.
generation really had some of the greatest games of all time. Like every single, like even Xbox, who had just come into the scene, was firing on all cylinders with Halo.
I think
Nintendo was firing on all cylinders with amazing fucking games. Like,
I think the years, I think the decade, the year 2000 to 2011, around
oh,
there,
for
that
sure.
is like the best time for video games. Period. Like that
Oh,
was
for
the
sure.
best period.
I forget what generation number there is, but the generation of like the GameCube and the Wii, peak gaming. Like, come on, peak gaming.
Oh,
Gaming in
very
general,
hot
really.
take. Potentially very hot take. Xbox has better exclusives.
Yes, but no, but yes. Depends on the year. It
Depends on
depends.
the year,
And the
and
console.
depends on the generation. If it's just Halo,
If-
Gears of War, and Forza, eh.
So here's my hot take. If you're versing original Xbox versus PS2, PS2 hands down. There's no comparison. But if you compare 360 versus PS3, Xbox no comparison. And then it kind of gets muddied around Xbox One and
I think PS4 has the better exclusives.
No.
So
PS4 has a better
things?
selection of exclusives. Xbox One has just the better game exclusives.
Like which games in specifically do you rank higher in that generation? Would be my question. Like,
Forza?
what games specifically? Forza's good. Yeah, the Horizons are really fun.
Not
There's
even just
nothing on-
like just Forza as a franchise
so
is
yes,
better
but no,
than a
but yes.
lot of PS4 exclusives.
So yes, but no, but yes. Up until Motorsport 5, I would have agreed.
I'm not talking specific games. I am talking overall franchise.
Overall, even then,
Well-
Forza's really fallen off in the last.
I
10
am
years.
Yeah,
Spinoto.
that's like saying that Star Wars is an overall good franchise. Like, it's split in half. It's split half and half down the middle.
I am not taking specific games into account. I am just saying
Yeah.
the franchise as a whole.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just over, like, not even just like not
Like,
oh it
yeah,
was
but-
good before and now it's fallen off. I'm talking
Overall, yeah,
I'm talking the franchise, like, just cut and dry Forza.
Yeah, I can see, and you're counting both Motorsport and Horizon there, and that is what
Yes.
I'm getting from. So, I will agree, Forza is a good series. If we really want to boil stuff down, after Horizon 1, I'm gonna say the franchise fell off a bit. And it's
I would put it after
the new
2.
motor.
I would put it after Horizon 2.
Yeah, I would put it after Horizon 2. 3 was not fun. I did not enjoy 3, which is hot take because I know everybody loves Horizon 3, but I genuinely didn't like it.
3 is just a rehash of 2. But in terms of car selection, I will give it to 3 every single time.
I disagree because they didn't have Toyota in 3. It was only the Icelandic pickup truck.
Toyota
Otherwise,
is
there were-
kind of like
3 has
reserved when it comes
cars.
to car games.
3 has cars like GM cars, like common, like big manufacturer common cars that have yet to come back in 4, 5, or any of the motorsports.
Horizon 4 will get my vote because it is the single Forza game that has my car. Horizon 4 is the only Horizon game that has my car.
Horizon 3 is the only game to have the IROC.
Yeah. Well, no. No. Horizon 5 just got the IROC.
5 has it. However, it is damn near impossible to get unless you have millions of credits to blow.
Yeah.
The IROC in Horizon 3, you get it just by playing the story.
Yeah. My big thing with Horizon 3 is the map was not very fun. It didn't have Toyota, so you couldn't do Initial D.
The map in 3 feels a lot smaller than it should. It feels a lot smaller than even 2's map.
Yeah.
It's technically bigger, but it feels smaller.
Yeah, and there was not as fun, like, Horizon 2 had some genuinely really fun roads. Horizon 3, everything was just kind of fast and sweeping, and it's like, give me a fun technical little road that is going to challenge my driver's skill. Like, that's kind of why I fawn over TDU so much, because, like, TDU kind of selectively compressed everything, including the roads, when they've made everything fit on the map of Oahu. So, like, a lot of the roads in TDU were really tight and technical and fun and challenging. And Horizon 3 didn't have that compared to Horizon 2 and 1. Horizon 4 was a little better, especially after the Treasure Island DLC or whatever it was.
Treasure Island. I fucking love Treasure Island.
Or whatever it was. I think it was Storm Island.
Storm Island was 2. Because that was what introduced storms to the franchise.
Yeah, and I forget what. Yeah, I forget whatever map that was that had the giant drift road in Horizon. Horizon 4 was really fun.
That's Treasure Island, or not?
I didn't look it up. Hold on.
Just look up DLCs for 4.
Fortune Island.
That's what it is. I knew it was like Treasure or something.
Something like that. Yeah, no, freaking, that was like, Horizon 4 was definitely better. Horizon 5 was very buggy on launch, I remember. I don't like the car selection. I love the location. Mexico is gorgeous. Mexico is gorgeous, but it felt too close to Horizon 4, I think, as a whole, for it to be genuinely fun. I kind of hope, like, there have been rumors circulating forever of, like, wish lists from fans, like, as to where Forza could go next for the next Horizon. I think Japan would be really fucking good. If only for the Toge roads. Give me Fujimi Kaido back, please.
If they do Japan, they're not doing Tokyo.
Yeah, just not Tokyo.
They have straight up said that they will never do Tokyo for a Horizon game.
Yeah, because Tokyo's too big. I'm just hoping just for the area around Mount Fuji. That would be fucking great.
Please.
Please? Please and thanks? Yes, please? Or even just go back to Colorado, please. Like, Horizon 1 was fun because
Please come back to Colorado.
No. Better idea.
Come back to Colorado.
No.
Where?
I swear to God, if you say Pennsylvania, I'm gonna kill you.
It's my stream. I will kick your ass out of the call right now. Colorado.
What?
Okay.
Which state?
It is Pennsylvania.
But hold on though, you got the mountains there.
Specifically Pittsburgh. And Spinoto, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to Google Maps and go to Pittsburgh and look at the street layouts. And look at the mountain roads around Pittsburgh, because like you could dead center the map on Pittsburgh and still have hundreds of miles of roads out in the wilderness surrounding Pittsburgh. Like, it would give a good opportunity for, like you said, you wanted technical roads. Pittsburgh has that. I like country driving. Pittsburgh has that. A lot of people like city driving. Pittsburgh has that. And you don't even need to selectively compress the map. You can literally do a 40x40 1-to-1 scale of Pittsburgh. And you're good to go.
I would do selectively compressed. That way you can go as far west as, like, probably Harrisburg.
Oh god, no. Spinoto, that's like 200 miles.
Well, you selectively compress it. That way you get the Appalachian Mountains up there.
Oh, if you want the Appalachians, you don't have to go as far as Harrisburg.
Well, you can go into Altoona, you can go into Lewistown. Yeah,
Chambersburg would be about the western or the eastern boundary. And then the western, like the border of Ohio, the border with Ohio could be the boundary.
Yeah.
The western boundary of the map. The southern boundary could just be the southern border of the state.
Yeah.
Northern boundary gets a bit tricky because depending on how you selectively compress it, you could do either the northern border of the state or just north of Butler.
You know what
And-
I would do if I were designing Horizon 5, like a theoretical
Actually, here,
Horizon
let me
6,
open up Google Maps and
around
map out.
like if I were to theoretically design Horizon 6, like my perfect Horizon 6 based in Pennsylvania, I would selectively compress the eastern half because that way you get Erie, Pennsylvania, so you can be like right up against the Great Lake. You've got Pittsburgh for a big city, and then you've got the Appalachian Mountains, and you've got larger, more flatter areas up to the northeast or northwest. Sorry, northwest of the state, like near Johnsburg and stuff like that, Burkeville, all that fun stuff. Like that'd be a fun way to make a Horizon based in Pennsylvania fun.
Actually,
I don't think. I'm trying to think of like. I don't think Forza could or should go to Florida.
it would be boring as fuck, and it would just
GTA 6 has already got
Yes.
you covered there.
Yeah, and GTA, like, because you're never gonna get the Florida man. Like, you're never gonna get the meth addicted Florida man in Forza. You are gonna get that in GTA 6, which I'm
God, I
really
can't
looking
fucking-
forward to.
I can't fucking wait for that. That game is gonna be insane.
I will make my character become Florida man. It will be really funny.
It's just gonna be Florida Man Simulator, man. It's gonna
It's
be
gonna
the
be great.
greatest game. It's gonna be even more chaotic than fucking GTA Online. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be hilarious. So long as the multiplayer is good. Rockstar is greedy enough that they might just fuck up the multiplayer, and I could see that because they fucked up the multiplayer in Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
And
it's
GT
kind
and
of all,
GTA
this entire game is kind of hinging on whether Rockstar is feeling good today.
Yeah, and GTA 5's multiplayer is already kind of shit. Like it's so poorly balanced. It's like I don't want to spend thousands of hours.
here going into RVC text. That would be about what I would do. That's selectively compressed. It's a real 100 miles to a side. But you could
Yeah, you can selectively compress that.
and you get a lot of country driving, a good bit of city driving. And you get some famous landmarks, not only in Pittsburgh, but in Latrobe, Indiana, Johnstown, fucking Punxsutawney. Y'all know Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah. Another place I think would be fun to see selectively compressed in a Forza Horizon map would be the state of Maine, specifically coastal. Because like you got the Acadia National Park, like holy fuck, that would be fun. That would be.
And
fun.
that's
Now
actually
Desert
one thing that
Island.
there's one thing that I will give to the Crew series over Forza is
Bigger.
the map. Fucking the entire it's selectively compressed, but
Yeah,
it is the
and they
entire United States.
completely
You can
updated
drive
the
from New York
yeah.
to LA.
Yeah.
Like there is no other game that you can do that. And that is one thing that I will absolutely give that to the Crew. That is one of the coolest things in the world, is just getting in a car in New York and driving to Los Angeles.
There are events in that game too that take you across the country.
Yes.
I saw a custom event.
y'all like
They
the
allowed
Crew.
custom events for that game, and there's
If
an
y'all-
event that just takes you around the country like 10 times and takes 7 hours to complete.
Like if y'all like the Crew, I talked about it before.
I
The
love
best
Crew too.
the best racing game series ever made, I think. Like, and I will firmly defend this to the end. Is Test Drive Unlimited? Because if you think the Crew is good, you know who made the Crew, right? The Crew was
Yeah.
made by the people who made Test Drive, and Test Drive was way more ambitious than the Crew ever was. Like a 1-to-1 scale map of Oahu and Ibiza in the second game. Like you had two whole ass 1-to-1 scale islands to play with. Like literally,
Yes,
played both games
however-
for a combined I've played both games for a combined 10,000 hours, and I've never discovered all the roads.
However, yes, 1-to-1 scale islands and yes, that's neat. However, I would rather have a massive mainland area selectively compressed. personally.
Yeah, I could see that because you're gonna get more variety of landscapes. I personally really liked how
And that's one
TU
thing, like, yes, the map is not anywhere close to accurate, but still, being able to see the changes in the landscape as you drive across the country is cool as fuck, and no other
Yeah.
game has even come close to that.
Yeah.
Although, give me
The only,
Colorado
actually,
so
no,
I can
there
drift
is
around
one
the
game
$1
that comes
highway.
close, and that one game is Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is a one-to-one map of Earth.
If only like, yeah, I still wish Microsoft would like take more advantage of the map from MSFS. Like, could you imagine if they gave us another Microsoft Train Simulator with that fucking map?
Even if they just had like Microsoft Train Sim, like Microsoft Train Sim North America, Microsoft Train Simulator Europe, like breaking it up into the regions of the world, it would be cool as fuck. And that would like having a just like having a Microsoft Flight Simulator-esque North American train simulator where you can go anywhere in the North American continent in a train, in like without loading screens, without having to exit the game and load a new map and exit the game and load a new map.
Yeah.
It would still be a $60 game just on the North American continent. And for
Let me
Europe and
drive
Asia
the
and
entirety
Africa
of the
and South
Zephyrs.
America. You could do that with the continents. Like, you could break the world up into regions and still have $60 games for each of those regions. Or
It
even...
would be like
Let me drive a train from New York to San Francisco, please.
if I could wish a game into existence, it would be either
Interesting.
MSTS2 based on like the map from MSFS.
I would want them to do the same thing with Train Sim that they did with Flight Sim, just soft reboot and just name it Microsoft Train Simulator.
Yeah, or give me like a maritime simulator. I want a boat sim that's like
Yes.
good. Give
Yes.
me I want to
Well,
go
no.
freaking I want to do lake freighters on fucking, you know, I want to
Flight
be
Sim
I want to
has...
do Edmund Fitzgerald stuff. I want to do that.
I want
Give
to
me
fucking drive.
Arthur M.
No, Flight Sim has rudimentary water and buoyancy code. Because
Yep,
they have the
They
fucking...
could do it.
They have the fucking...
Seaplanes. They could. That
yeah.
would be the easiest. That would be the easiest fucking game for them to make.
And
'Cause
you wouldn't
it's
even
already
need...
90% there. Like, give me a boat. Give me a boat
Literally,
sim,
you
please.
just have to make
Well-
port cities, and then
Well,
just
actually,
a flat
no.
plane of water.
What's hilarious is people have made boat mods for Microsoft Flight Sim. Somebody made a Titanic mod for that fucking game.
Of course.
I just strongly desire a boat sim in which I can sail a schooner and sing sea shanties with my friends online. Yes,
yeah.
please and
Fucking
thanks.
let me run an ocean liner, but like I could walk around it. Let me fucking
me-
be
Now
on the
that
bridge and
would
then go
be
down to the
like
engine room.
if you're talking a Microsoft Flight Sim-esque game for ocean liners, I would do away with the being able to walk around it, because having
I would do that too. Cause
having
like,
fully
that would-
modeled
let
interiors.
people walk around a limited
No,
area,
mainline,
you know?
listen.
Like
Having a game of that scale with fully modeled interiors would need so high hardware requirements
Yeah,
that nobody
yeah.
would be able to fucking play it.
I
Like,
would still
as-
like to walk around like the bridge. That would be nice.
Bridge
or
would
like
be cool.
Now, I would do it the
Like a
same way as
bridge and
Flight
some
Sim, where you're
cabins or
locked
some
right
shit.
where the captain would normally be.
Yeah.
I
Although you could have like your friends be like officers, and then you could have like some of your friends be down in the engine room or something, and you
no,
give orders to them.
that is nope. That is still getting
It
into
would be-
massive hardware requirements. Like you
It
you
would
are
be.
you are
Like-
describing a game that would need to be the same way that Dovetail Train Simulator works. You would need smaller scale in order to get that level of detail on the ships themselves.
That's fair.
I think
would
the
still
only
like to walk around the bridge.
I think the only way a game like that could and would be feasible is if, like, it would lock you into certain areas. Like, if there was an engine room that was in a different, like, loading, like,
Yeah.
separately loaded from the rest of the ship in the overworld. That way it's not being rendered alongside the ship. It's kind of in a separate level.
See, Like
I-
the
Sorts,
technology for rendering an entire ship like 1-to-1 is there. Titanic Honor and Glory does it.
but
Like,
they
Yes,
don't allow you to-
however,
fully...
you
They
can't
don't
get
allow you
in
to
and
drive
drive
those.
the ship around
Yeah,
to
they
do
don't
whatever
allow
the
you to
fuck. It is like you cannot change the course of the ship at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
unfortunately.
additionally, there's also what Ocean Liner Designs' game, which I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to.
Oh, I
You're
can't wait
still-
for that fucking game.
You're still not going to be able to drive the ships because like the performance, like those, a thing the size of an ocean liner does require like ridiculous amounts of hardware computational power, and like
Yeah.
at least with like Ocean Liner Designs thing, like they have the advantage of nanite, but they are stuck
Well,
to
even
having
with
the ships be static objects because nanite doesn't work on movable meshes. It has to be
Yeah.
like it can
It's-
only be used
Well,
on
there's-
landscape.
It's
So
still
the
a
ships
there's-
are
there's
landscape.
also the
fucking
thing with
game to be
you
able to
need-
walk around those ocean liners that either don't exist anymore or you can't see.
Well, the thing with having a drivable boat simulator is that water, like boats' interactions with water requires so many in-depth physics calculations
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
easily the hardest part of the game.
that
is getting,
you would
like,
have
a
to sacrifice.
simulation
You would
set
have to
down.
sacrifice a lot of graphical stuff to be able to get that to run anywhere decently on any average computer.
Yeah, because like so
Like
in
you would not
theory-
be able to have any modeled interiors except for the bridge room, and that's it.
So, in theory, on a theoretical level, it's not too dissimilar from a flight sim because flight sims have to account for air, like air
Yeah.
masses and wind and
No, it is
And
dissimilar
just
because
current-
the boat simulators have to take that into account to generate the water physics as well.
yeah, and additionally, you have to have higher detail fidelity ports and coastlines than what flight sim has. Because
Yeah.
flight sim needs to be good from 1,000 feet away to pass. Boat sims, you need to be like at the dock. So
yeah,
your system requirements more than like quadruple right there. It's
How-
possible. It
I
is
mean, there's-
possible,
yeah,
but
it's
it would be
possible.
very hard.
And
like,
Flight
I
Sim
would
is
have to
already
model
very
most
well
of the land.
Flight Sim is already very well optimized for what it is, and it still can't run on a lot of machines. This boat simulator hypothetical that we're talking about wouldn't even be able to run on machines that fucking Flight Sim can run at 4K 60 FPS on.
Yeah, it would be running at like 30 FPS with upscaling on
On
all the frames. It
1080p.
would be at
On the
1080p,
same
it would be
machines
very
that can run
difficult.
Flight Sim at 4K 60 FPS.
You know what you would be able to do? If you scale down the game to, let's say, like San Francisco Harbor, you could make like a ferry simulator where you own a ferry company in like San Francisco Harbor or something,
That would be
and you
that would be a very
Yeah.
reasonable game. That would be fun.
or like a scale down the game to just the Great Lakes and do Great Lake freighters.
Even
That
the
would be
Great
still
Lakes would be
harder.
the
You
like
could have a Great Lake, like the game would end at the Sault Ste. Locks or whatever.
Yeah,
And that's even then.
you
That's
could
pushing it
at
because-
at most you could probably split them up into a 3-2.
yeah.
You could probably get away with Superior and Michigan in one, and then the other 3 in another.
yeah.
I would still
have,
be
like,
here
another
for.
map.
I would still be here for just. I'd still be here though for just shipping around Lake Superior, like during a winter gale or whatever, in one of those lake freighters. That would be so much fun, and like you could make it multiplayer, because like most of that ship is dedicated to cargo rooms, so like you could.
You
in
don't have to
theory-
model that.
You don't have to
You
model
could
that.
just
yeah.
model the crew compartment.
It
Excuse
would
me.
still be incredibly system intensive. It would be like
You could do it, you know.
it is technically feasible, but it would only just be with modern
Yeah.
computer requirements, because like that would still be really hard to do. But I think if there's any company that could do it, it would be Microsoft and whoever they contract out to like do the development work. I hope
Like
they
Asobo
do.
blew it out of the water with Flight Simulator.
Yeah, Asobo proved to like so many people that like I remember seeing Flight Simulator when I was watching E3 when that was revealed. And like I saw the planes and I'm like, is this GTA? Is this? Is this that? And then I started looking at the graphical fidelity and I started looking at the locales in the trailer and I'm like, wait a minute. This isn't Flight Sim whole world. Like, this can't be whole world. Like, the last time Microsoft tried a Flight Sim, it was with Flight Sim World, and that was just the Hawaiian Islands, and it was still really high fidelity, but it was still, like, not nowhere near what
then-
Flight Sim was. And then it was whole planet. Oops, it's all
And then it's
maps.
literally 1-to-1 scale of the fucking Earth.
People like it's kind of, we're kind of used to it now, but like fucking Flight Sim 2020 was a genuinely revolutionary game.
I would argue that it still is, because no other game studio has even been ballsy enough to attempt anything remotely close.
Like, there will never be a competitor to Flight Sim.
No.
Flight Sim 2020, and certainly
Well,
not the
in
new
terms
one
of
that's
map
coming out.
scale, in terms of fidelity, DCS comes close. But in terms of in terms of overall scale, Flight Sim beats everything else. And yeah, AC9 brings up a good point. The first thing everyone did in Flight Sim was find their house and crash into it.
Yep. The scary part of Flight Sim is, I have flown to my house in Flight Sim 2020. I can't tell a difference in its procedural house. It's like, it's the different color. The house in the game is red, and mine is brown in real life.
Which even
But,
then,
like,
that's not far off. That's not like my
it's-
house, which is blue in real life and white in the game.
Yeah, but like, the shape is accurate, and it has like everything down to a T, which is weird because it's procedural. It's really weird.
They did.
Because it's like, I can even recognize where like the kitchen is on my house, which is
Yeah, like
just
I want
fucking-
to know how the fuck they did their procedural buildings, because Jesus Christ, they look great.
Yeah. But oh god, I hope that Microsoft rails Coke and goes, yeah, let's do a boat sim next, Microsoft Boat Simulator, and just do like San Francisco Bay, or
Francisco
like
Bay,
one
let
of the
us-
Great, or just like one of the Great Lakes, or Lake Tahoe. Like, holy fuck, Lake Tahoe would be fun. Or just some lakes where you can just poodle around in some smaller boats. Like, I would say the upper limit would probably be a lake freighter.
Tugboat
like-
simulator, man. Let us like, if
Tugboat
we're not
sim would-
able to drive the ocean liners, let us bring them into port.
Ocean, like, tugboats would be a lot of fun. Like,
A
light
tugboat
watercraft would be
simulator based
really
in
fun.
New York Harbor in the early 1900s would be fucking cool.
Oh yes, yes.
Dealing with
please.
the
Let me
large-
bring Olympic into port, dude.
Yeah, being able to guide in the giant transatlantic ocean liners would be cool as fuck.
It would be.
Yes. And
such
the
a cool
tugboats
game.
are small enough where you could model them in their entirety and let
Yes.
you walk around them.
That would
And,
be
like,
the
you
thing to
walk on
do.
the-
Model the exteriors of the big ocean liners, and then model the tugboats extremely high detail.
Yeah, dude, come on. Make that game happen, please.
That
And
would be the
like,
best.
and you
thing
could
that
have
Microsoft-
different maps for that as well. Like, you could have different famous harbors from around the world. Like, New
You
York
could
Harbor is
do
just
They could be like, either like you buy different packs of the game to give you like, oh, here's New York, here's Southampton.
I
here's
would
San
honestly do it the
Francisco.
same way Dovetail Train Sim works. Just buy the different maps separately.
Yeah, you have like, here's the Southampton DLC, here's the San Francisco DLC, here's Cape Town
Yeah,
DLC.
like have like New York Harbor be the default one, and you can buy the other ones to roam around in. Or
like,
even have a couple different default ones where you get where you get a different base map. Like have New York edition, San Francisco edition, fucking Calais edition,
Yep. It would be so good. Like,
Baltimore
and
edition.
just-
You can reenact the
and just-
fucking bridge collision.
That'd be funny. But like, just give me. Like, I would just love a good boating sim, and I would love a good sailing sim as well. Like, you run sailboats with friends, like in multiplayer. Like, I think that would be fun. Like, you get a small schooner, and like you've got a friend. Like, you got a friend on the
At
tiller,
that
you
point,
got a
Sea of
friend
Thieves
on
without the
mast.
pirate stuff.
Yeah, and like you could sort of, and it's all about teamwork and coordination in running a sailing boat, like as a well done crew. Like, Sea of Thieves sort of gives you a hint as to how fun that would be, but Sea of Thieves is so simplified. Like, if you had a crew whose only job was like just to sail a boat well, never mind combat stuff, like a genuine sailing sim in multiplayer would be the most fun thing that you could do.
Oh yeah, for
No,
sure.
AC, no, bad. Bad. Down, boy.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, we're not doing Somali pirates.
It would be very funny as like an April Fool's thing, but no. Now,
No.
that said, defending like a reverse pirate sim where you get to like defend a merchant vessel from pirates would be pretty damn cool. It would be a
That
cool
could be fun.
it would be a cool alternative to the pirate games that are out there. Which I
Yeah.
still hold Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag as one of the best pirate games of all time.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yep.
And not like it's a good Assassin's Creed game too, but it's the best pirate game of all time.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion. Sea of Thieves is very fun, but Black Flag I rate as better. If it was just a
There's so
straight
much-
pirate game, it would be still one of the it would be one of the best overall games of all time.
I think there's a lot of potential for the pirate game genre. It's just that nobody fucking makes pirate games, and it
If
sucks.
actually, if Ubisoft took all of the shit from Black Flag, stripped the Assassin's Creed from it, amped up the graphics to modern day, and just rebranded it as a Caribbean pirate sim, that would be fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Even if the map is the same thing, minus a couple locations that are assassin specific.
Yeah,
But like,
it would be great.
I still regularly go back and play Black Flag. It is my personal favorite Assassin's Creed game. Quite closely
Yeah.
followed by Syndicate and Odyssey in that order. Odyssey mainly gets a lot of bonus points because I am a Greek mythology nerd. And a Greek history nerd. I love that shit. I'm addicted to that shit, but anyway. Like, I go back and play Black Flag regularly. I have it installed on my PC 100% of the time. I love the fuck out of the game. Edward Kenway is one of my favorite characters in a game.
Black Flag really like shows how much could be done with pirates. I just wish more people would do it. I wish Rockstar would just kind of rail hook and go, "All right, pirate game time." In that
If
kind
oh
of,
my god, if
way.
Rockstar made
Yeah,
a
dude.
pirate game to the level of detail of Red Dead 2, it would be the best game ever made.
Yep.
Dude, like you could have the crude pirate humor, like you could have so much with that. You
It
could
would be
do
gr-
everything. with
Black
it.
Flag had a
Like-
bit of that, and that's partially why I rate it above Sea of Thieves, is because there are things that they don't hold back. Because
like,
it's not a
imagine if
it's not a game
Rockstar-
for kids.
Like, imagine if Rockstar just said, "Fuck it, pirate game." Like, they could lean into the kind of like zany mythology of pirates. So like you could get a thing like Tortuga in Pirates of the Caribbean where like everybody is just knocking back barrels of grog and getting fucking shit faced while like parrots are talking on like pirates' shoulders. There's a little monkey that just like runs around and does shit. It would be genuinely, I think Rockstar, if they were like if you're listening, Rockstar, on the off chance you're listening, please.
On the
give
off
us
chance
some
you're listening,
mythology.
first advertise my stream on your Twitch or on your Twitter.
Yeah.
Second, do this. Do all of these ideas. We are giving these ideas to you, Rockstar. Take them and run with them.
Yeah, it's like that. If Rockstar made a pirate game, that would just kind of be, that would be one of the greatest games of all time.
like leaning into all the stereotypical pirate like fantasy, like
Just,
even
like-
like a little bit of fantasy is thrown in there.
Like
with,
honestly,
sea
another
monsters.
company that
Battling
I
sea
wouldn't mind.
monsters in a Rockstar pirate game.
Another company that I wouldn't mind seeing their take on a pirate game is Bethesda.
Yeah, I could see
Oh.
Bethesda doing it well,
God,
Especially after-
yeah.
especially after seeing Starfield's ship customization.
Oh my
Could you imagine
god,
ship
Starfield's ship
customization?
customization with ocean-going craft would be fucking incredible.
Oh God, yeah. Being able to build your ship. You have built a ship.
Because that is the best thing about Starfield is the ship customization. I will
Yep.
say that outright. That is the best thing about Starfield.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
That is something that I wish other games had.
Customize the crap out of them. But like, yeah, no. If Bethesda or Rockstar did a pirate game, it would be just the most fun. I would be able to just die happy. Like, as it is, Red Dead is like the pirate game of all time, and I hope the rumors of Red Dead 1 coming to PC are true, because I will buy the shit out of it. like again, I want gunfights in Chuparosa again. I want to absolutely be a Chaos Gremlin and blow fucking golf ball sized holes in people with blunderbusses in Chuparosa's rooftops again. Because I used to do that with my friend on Xbox 360, and it is the most fun I've ever had. It is Red Dead 1's multiplayer, and if you just like Red Dead 1 multiplayer, you and a friend go for the highest bounty speed record, and like you choose your place. I always went Chuparosa, and you just start murdering people, and it's fun. Like Red Dead 1's multiplayer. It's kind of why Red Dead 2's multiplayer doesn't do it for me. It's because Red Dead 1's multiplayer was so good.
Honestly, Red Dead 2's multiplayer still has a place, and it has a place in that it's
more
very
roleplay
fun to
even.
shitpost.
It's more, but it's more roleplay focused. You can't shitpost as hard as you used to. Like, I mean, in Red Dead 1,
shit.
I literally had a bull mount, and I named my character Mongo.
I can't remember the last time I saved. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
But like, oh yeah, no, I hope Red Dead 1 comes to PC. That would be fun. But
Yeah, let Rockstar do, like, imagine a GTA 5 type situation where there's a single player and then a multiplayer version of the pirate game. And it's like the same world, but in one you can hop on with your friends, you can make your own pirate empire, or just fuck around and fuck shit up, pillage villages.
like
And in the
Sea of
multiplayer,
Thieves,
you go with that and then fight people with it.
like Sea of Thieves is good, but Sea of Thieves doesn't really have progression. Like there's no progression for your pirate. Like you don't get better loot. And like you're a pirate. You're doing it for treasure. You're doing it for loot. Like the whole point
let me
is like
start from the bottom and work my way up to a huge ship.
Like I want a fucking sword that's called like
shit.
the Destroyer of the Seas, and I want to like work hard for that shit, and then when I get it, it's worth it, and I can like smite my enemies with one slash.
Yeah.
But like the whole point of Sea of Thieves, that like Sea of Thieves, it's very PvP oriented, it's very mission oriented, but there's no real progression of your actual pirate. Like no matter how long you spend in Sea of Thieves, your pirate doesn't get any better. Like you still do the same amount of damage. Like you still ultimately kind of look the same. Like there's not that much, and it's a pirate game. Like it's all like pirates are all loot driven. Like if you like want the most loot driven like group of people on the planet, it's gonna be pirates.
Yeah.
Like,
Speaking of loot driven things, a quick question for the chat. And for you two as well. Do you think I should just give myself a fuck ton of money and buy really high quality gear?
No.
I mean, I have a decent amount. I have a decent chunk of change, but I think it would be fun to.
It could be, but also like part of the fun of Skyrim is just kind of work your way up.
I could sell a lot of shit. Counterpoint, there's one thing that I actually can't sell that I'm gonna drop in the river for now. Yeet.
Damn, littering. Did you just fucking end of Titanic that shit?
Yes.
Yeah, I say level up the old-fashioned way, become loot goblin, or you exploit the shit out of the game and like level up in a cheesy way. Hey, Hadvar, we're Hadvar. We're Hadvar.
Yeah, give me a fucking pirate game where I start in a village, I purchase like the tiniest of sailboats, but then I slowly work my way up through like give me like a mission structure where I have to go in, fuck some people up, and then get out.
Yeah.
Give me a game where I can work from the bottom and then be at the top.
It sucks that
where I see a sense of progression.
I'm tired of the millionth battle royale that has come out. I'm tired of like the millionth shooter. It's like game industry kind of just needs to shake stuff up at the minute, especially right now, which is like this is an all-time low in the industry. Like everybody,
for sure.
like everybody is sick of everything. Not
It's
like
an
Call
all-time
of
low for
Duty's.
the entertainment industry in general. Like movies are suffering the same thing.
It's like just
People are
shake
sick
things
of
up.
things.
Yeah, it's because like there's 1,000,001 superhero movies and everybody's seen them all. There's 1,000,001 shooters. There's 1,000,001 battle royales. Like, give us a pirate game. Give us a boat sim. Give us like stuff that is just different. I think that's why Fallout has kind of struck such a chord with people. It's because it's so unique, even though it's kind of been there for a long time.
Yeah,
Like, there's
both
still
the
nothing.
show and the games have I have
Like,
been getting
it's
Fallout recommended to me out the fucking wazoo because people are discovering it from the show, and that's great because the
yeah,
show is good.
yeah, and I think and it's still, even though Fallout has been with us for over 30 years at this point. Like, the
Ugh.
original Fallout came out in the 90s, like mid 90s, early 90s. I think it was like 93, I want to say. But like,
I think it just
it's
celebrated its 30th anniversary like last year.
I think it was, yeah. But like,
Hey, it's this bitch.
it's still so unique and fresh to so many people that like people still buy and play the fuck out of Fallout. It's the same with Elder Scrolls. Like, there's nothing that scratches the same itch as Skyrim or Elder Scrolls.
Speaking
and
of
it's
Elder
why it
Scrolls, hey
sells.
Spin, should I do it?
Yeah, do it. Kill
Do it.
Nazim. Kill Nazim. Kill Nazim. Kill Nazim. There we go.
Yeah, didn't like the Fallout Twitter account reveal that like millions of people were playing the game, or like still playing like New Vegas?
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's like,
It's great because now people they're seeing that people want like actual good unique experiences that you can't get anywhere else. Like if you provide something that is unique, people will flock to it.
yeah, and I'm kind of like, and everything, a lot of the big stuff has been kind of samey. Like there's like Overwatch is just a copy of TF2 but worse. Fight me.
Well, the original game was okay. Overwatch 2 is garbage.
Oh yeah, Overwatch is just bad, and it's like
Literally
Fortnite's still
kills
around,
somebody.
but there's so many battle royale, like I can't even list them all anymore. Like fucking Forza has a battle royale mode. Like shit, it's so over. Like there are so many genres that are so overdone at this point.
Like
Wait a
the
minute.
live service game genre is just done. It's over.
I mean,
Like
it's the problem with so live service can be done well. It's just that nobody is doing it well.
Hey, Spinoto, isn't
Yo.
Yorland supposed to be here at 12 p.m.?
Sometimes isn't. Do like wait 10 minutes. Sometimes he like walks out of his house late. I've noticed.
also AC is right. I need to play and he bought me a copy of New Vegas. I need to play it.
Where
at
the
some point.
fuck are you, Yorland?
If you have problems playing it, I can point you in the direction of a mod guide to make it work.
I do want to like hop in a VC with you guys and have you like sort of nudge me through the game and shoot the shit. Have fun.
It will be funny. I will watch people play New Vegas because that is one of my favorite games of all time.
I've never played it before. I watched like a bit of RT gameplay, but then I was like, I don't want to spoil anything, man.
Fair warning, it is a game. It is a product of its time. It's very clunky.
Oh,
It's
there
a very
he is.
Clunky game.
I kind of, it's charmingly clunky instead of horribly clunky like a certain rared game that we will not mention.
You already mentioned it. Too late.
Too late. And you're right. It's Dovetail Chain Simulator. Anyway, moving on.
But yeah,
like,
I do want to hop in a VC with you guys and just like play through it.
Like it would be fun. I will definitely watch. I never get tired of New Vegas. The problem is getting it to work on modern PCs. It's difficult at the best of times. Because like, I mean, it was designed for older consoles. It was sort of just ported to PC lazily, and with how advanced modern computers have gotten, there's some weirdness. Like there are ways to fix it, but it's still clunky. There are mods though that fix it though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The one mod I do want is the meme I've seen of the intro, but instead it's just the guy saying, "I hope this interaction doesn't cause any kind of fallout between us." Fallout New Vegas.
I've not seen that one.
Here, I'll post it in the chat. It's there. I want that mod. I probably want to go in without mods for like with minimal, only like quality of life, like making sure the game works mods.
Yeah.
And then for my second playthrough, I can overload it the fuck out with mods and have a shitpost time.
What was this dialogue with the guard?
He just stopped me
missed-
to ask me about why Nazim is dead. I've
'Cause
never
he's
had that
an
happen before. It must be part of the. It must be part of the fucking AI overhaul.
I like how like every single person in the Fallout universe kind of has the Jorgen von Strangle accent. Hey, you have committed crimes against Skyrim and the people. What say you in
Bellathor, I
your
need your
defense?
shit. I need to see. I need to see what you got in here.
Oh hey, we're gonna go rob Bellathor. It'll be funny.
Well, I'm not robbing him, but
You're gonna rob him blind still. But any which way. Yeah, yeah. No, it just the game industry is a little stale at the minute. It's kind of why I think games like Cuphead are still like so like. It's why I think games like Cuphead and Pizza Tower, which are two recent examples of just games that have like came out of nowhere and there's nothing else like them, and they are the most fun.
Yeah.
Like Cuphead is fucking gorgeous, but
Oh,
like
that game is beautiful.
but like Pizza Tower, you're like playing a neurotic plumber or a neurotic pizza bakery man, and like he learns that a pizza wants to destroy his business, and he goes on a murderous rampage. It's really funny, but it's very unique. Like it's a very obvious homage to like the original WarioWare games, but like nobody has scratched that itch since Nintendo like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So like I think the games industry just needs to shake stuff up.
I think Nintendo's definitely still putting out pretty good games. Like
Yeah, Nintendo's still
Mario
Nintendo's-
Wonder, Mario Wonders. Nintendo is still at the top of their game. They've
Nintendo
definitely
never
taken the
fell off.
crown back. They're fucking good. Tears of the Kingdom, amazing game. I'm having so much fucking fun playing.
the problem with
get back into
Nintendo is
playing through it.
they're good games made by a shitty company.
Yeah,
But they're
but
good games.
they
They're really good games.
and they also saturate. They also only like scratch a certain itch. Like if you
Yeah.
want an Mario game, you go play an Mario game. It's like there are still so many voids in the market. Like there's no proper boat sim. There's no proper pirate games. Like the best pirate game is from 11 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like we could have so much more, and they just
If
I
people
wish there
were
was
actually
more.
willing to take risks on things, like it would be so much better.
It's why indie games are kind of kicking ass at the minute.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
And like
have
there
been taking-
and like there
picking up
are
the
good
slack.
and it's like there are good ship game like there are good boat games coming out. Like there's Ships at Sea, which is coming out May. Shit, it's this month. I am looking forward to that. Literally the 23rd of this month. Ships at Sea drops on Steam. I cannot wait for that. Gimme, 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 gimme.
You mean now? I'm looking at it, and it says initial release date May 9th.
Ships at Sea?
Ships at Sea.
It says May
On
23rd
Steam.
for me. It says May 23rd for me.
Oh, yeah, on Steam. Apparently released on console earlier.
Oh, yo. Oh, well, whatever. It looks really
Yes.
good. Like, I'm looking forward to boating. I want boat. I'm gonna boat.
I have never heard about
Oh
this
my
game
God,
before,
you
and
can-
looking at the trailer, I want it.
I know, it looks
Give me
really
this
fun.
game. I'm buying this game.
Yeah, it's on my wish list. I'm looking forward to a good naval game. Why are you walking? Oh, you're doing the sneak glitch, lol.
Yep.
While we discuss games. But like, I'm Ships at Sea. Like,
Assuming this works, I don't think it will.
it might have been patched. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I think the unofficial patch fixes it.
Yeah, maybe. But like, oh, God, I want a pirate game from Rockstar now.
It they have to have taken, they have to be making something. Like, what is there after GTA 6? That's their big project right now. Like, and obviously,
Bully 2?
GTA 5 is like, I think the second best-selling game of all time, only under fucking Minecraft. So
No,
like
Tetris. I think Tetris still has the number 2 spot.
Yeah, Tetris is
I
ridiculous.
think they nerfed Tetris because I remember before it was just like they were counting every single version of Tetris as the same game, which like no, but like I think they nerfed it down to 100 million. Let me best-selling video games. Yeah,
how
they
people are
nerfed
still-
Tetris. Minecraft is at 300 million, which is insanity. That's fucking insane.
That is the population of the United States.
GTA 5 is at 195 million. Tetris is below it at 100 million. And you want to guess what's just under that?
Skyrim.
No, Wii Sports.
Oh, well, that's because it came with every Wii. So it's gonna be like what, 149 million or whatever.
Wait, actually, good question. Where's Resort, which is the superior version?
It's at 330 million. It's below it's below Breath of the Wild.
That is a crime.
Unfortunate. That is a crime, yes, because Wii Sports Resort is like the greatest Wii game.
Wii Sports
Hands
Resort, I put Wii Sports Resort in the list of best games of all time.
For sure, yes.
Wii Sports Resort is one of the best
the only
games
game
ever.
that I can see being better than Wii Sports Resort is Mario Galaxy.
AC, I'm not going to be playing New Vegas. I will be playing Fallout 4, not New Vegas.
Yeah.
I'll
Wait,
be
or
playing New
but
Vegas.
for New Vegas.
I'll
The
be
remake.
playing
When
New
New
Vegas, and
when
then I'm gonna
when
research the lore, and
when
you guys are
Fallout
gonna
4
see
New
me
Vegas
for
comes out, I
years.
will play it on stream. I will stream that. I am not streaming normal New Vegas.
Yeah. Original game is crunchy, and a lot of people don't like that, which I understand.
If I were to stream New Vegas, you would just see me in agony, and I would not enjoy that. You guys would not enjoy that. No.
Yeah, New Vegas is clunky. I'm not gonna defend how
Whereas
clunky it is.
4, I can just sit down and play 4 without having to worry about modding the fuck out of it to get it to even work on my computer.
I definitely want to play 4 next.
Like
4's gonna
Skyrim,
be
I'm
fun.
playing modded because I like to play Skyrim modded. I could stream it vanilla if I wanted to, but you know, why not? Why play without mods if you can play with mods and make for the better game? I mean, like the UI mods that I'm playing with, the UI feels less clunky right now than it does vanilla.
Yep.
But I could play with the vanilla game. Like, I mean, I have more time in Skyrim than I do most other games combined.
Anyways,
Also,
Wii
Spinoto,
Sports
do you know what I'm
Resort
doing
is
right now?
good.
You should know what I'm doing.
I forget what. Is this the dupe glitch?
No, I'm picking flowers. What are flowers good for?
Potion crafting?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna do the okay.
how did Human Fall Flat sell 50 million copies? How is that even possible?
Okay, I can see that. That is a very good fucking game.
Yeah.
That's a game
I'm
that I would
shocked.
actually like to play with friends on stream. That is
Oh,
a
I
game that I think
should get
Jersey
that
would
game.
really
Yeah, we
enjoy.
should.
I think we should get Jersey to play that game.
Dude, it should be a Mark stream, man. We should all hop on and play it.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Ooh,
But
Lucia.
here's the thing.
Sure.
Human Fall Flat has sold the same number of copies as Overwatch. That doesn't seem right.
that's a
That doesn't seem
crime.
right to
Human Fall
me.
Flat is the much better game.
Yeah. I'm looking at this list. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with 70 million.
Hi,
What the
Uthgard.
fuck?
Hi, Uthgard.
Why does she look like that?
It's one of the. It's a side effect of the skin mod that I have on.
All right, gotcha. Understandable. Like she's normally like freaking battle hardened, got a big old scar over her eye. Anything. It's like,
Geeb.
yeah.
Did you download the Hotter Women mod?
The probably unintentional side effect of
Yeah,
texture mod or whatever.
yeah, it's just...
I mean, that's like what you get with Skyrim mods. It's like,
God, I keep forgetting how well some of these games sold.
yeah, some games have just sold ridiculous. One game that would be really fun to do on stream would be Valheim, but I know you're not a big fan of Valheim, Auntie. Although
Man.
Valheim recently got the big Ashlands update.
I'm just remembering how fucking fun last stream out of Wormtown was. That was
That was a
really
time.
fucking fun.
That was fun.
Dude, like, the last round where literally every ghost on the map, like, every person, there was like 2 people alive, and every single person on the map was over by the scrap, pushing it. Was the ghost pushing it towards the tracks so you could get out alive.
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit ever. God, I gotta do that more often. I want to do more multiplayer. I love multiplayer games. I don't do them enough. Oh, another game I want to play with you guys is American Truck Sim.
Pardon me.
Because I've been playing it. I finally got it on sale. And I've been playing through it. It's good.
Yeah,
I love that game.
It's a vibe. You just put on good radio music and then just go.
Oh, I've put on the in-game radio. I've put on like those like 3-hour YouTube documentaries about something I've never heard of in my life. Like, it's just such a nice like chill game for like if I want to watch a YouTube video, like a long YouTube video, but I also want to do something else. I hop on American Truck Simulator, do a couple jobs.
Yeah, it's just zen. It's strangely zen.
I know, but then it's also chaotic because I have the random events turned all the way up because I think it's funny. So like it's also kind of a funny game because you can kill cars in it. You can just demolish them. I want to play it. I do want to play it with you guys. Just hop on a multiplayer session because I played it with other friends. And it's really fun in multiplayer, especially when you turn off traffic violations.
Yeah, well, no, you leave that on, and it's funny. You just play the game of who can rack up the biggest ticket.
Yeah, fair. I've got a pretty damn good truck too. I grinded on that game. I sweated that game hard. I played it for like a solid month. Just only American Truck Simulator.
That would be fun to play with you one of these days. You can see how ridiculously, stupidly fast I drive. Because I drive like a fucking lunatic.
Spinotto averages 110 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Spinotto, do you treat American Truck Simulator like Forza?
Yes.
Is it all just the same?
Yes. Another game that we need to play is like just one day, because I think a few people have got it, is Zeepkist, because apparently that was a thing that was in the early high score days before I was here.
I've heard of it.
And I just want to do Zeepkist because like it is Trackmania, but not made by Ubisoft, and it's more fun. Zeepkist is fun. I do like Zeepkist.
Although Trackmania is another pretty good one. We could load up one of the insane maps and
people have told me to get into Trackmania, and I used to play like I forget which Trackmania. It was really old. This was like 2008 or 9. Like I played Trackmania back then when I was a kid, and it was really fun, and I was quick in it. But I just, bleh. I've tried installing it recently, but it just doesn't work for whatever reason. I get the Ubisoft store glitch, or it just doesn't like whatever internet setup I've got, and it's just like, well, you can't play. I'm like, okay, cool, you don't get my money. But Zeepkist would be fun. I'm also bullshit. But also on the same token, it's like if there's any game where there's driving and cars in it, I've done enough racing sims where I'm gonna be fast in everything. So,
that's fair. Yeah.
I mean, you've played against me in Mario Kart. You've seen.
I've seen it. It's terrifying. God, we need to play. You know, We gotta play Mario Kart again.
It'd be
That was so
funny.
much fun.
It would be fun, yeah.
Or
Like
we could
I'm
Nintendo Switch
scared.
Online Mario Kart 64.
It would be funny.
Because
I
you can
know
play
I'm
that online.
yeah, I know I'm scary though in Mario Kart, and I'm scary just in
Terrifying.
I'm also scary in fucking Forza, as people have seen. As some people have seen.
Can confirm.
Yep, I'm scary in Forza. I'm scary at racing games. People are like, I've never seen it asked, but like people, for the lore behind my name on Discord, Spinotto, literally comes from a Formula One meme. It is
God.
it is a literal meme name that got stuck with me, and now I can't get fucking rid of it.
Yeah.
But no, that's how much of a fucking like I am. Like, racing cars is one of my favorite things to do in video game form.
The best
even in real life.
usernames have a
And-
backstory.
I know, right? Fuck. I could
Honestly,
I could.
Spinotto is a top tier username. I'll be real. Like,
it's
top
kind of
tier.
fun. It's kind of
Top
fun.
tier-
Or just spin, but like, yeah.
Again, the best usernames have like a short version you can call people. Like my name, nobody's gonna say mainline through the Rockies all the time. I'm just mainline. Like that's a good username because you can shorten it down. But it's also a unique name that's specific to you.
Yeah.
I have gotten away with naming like an online character just mainline because nobody else has it.
Nice. But like, yeah. Oh God, I need to.
Gotta
I
play
need to-
more multiplayer, man.
I am so
I'm-
sad that the new Forza Motorsport sucks because like I wanted to scratch an itch with some fun racing games, and
Yeah.
Forza Motorsport, the new one, is so bad. And it
Another
sucks.
game. Yeah, go ahead.
And it just sucks because it's like there's no alternative to Forza. Like Gran Turismo has been rumored to be coming around to PC for the longest time, like GT7. Like I remember there was a driver leak from Nvidia. Like there was a data breach from Nvidia like 4 years ago now. And one of the driver packages was for Gran Turismo 7, which is interesting because no PlayStation console since the PS3 has been developed using Nvidia hardware. So it was at one point coming to PC 100%. They just did not, like, there's just been no news on it, and it sucks because I would love Gran Turismo on PC because Forza sucks. It's an alternative, but
AC9, you say my driving is horrendous, but you've never seen me like actually in BeamMG. I shitpost. You've never seen me drive in like the Crew 2. I'm a sweat in that game.
people
love that
haven't,
game.
people haven't seen me like a lot of people have not seen me sweat in most racing games. A few people
No.
have. A few people have. A few people have.
Spinotto
BeamMG
sweating in
multiplayer
racing
really
games is
fun, though.
terrifying.
Yeah, when I sweat in racing games, I put top 50 on global.
I am one of the few people in our friend group that can actually keep up with Spinotto, and even then.
It's you and John, pretty much. And that's it.
Yeah.
Oh god, another game.
But here's the
Another game
thing,
that we have
John
yet
has
to play.
actually beaten me in like time trial leaderboards on Forza Horizon, which was really fun. Like John has beaten me, and I've not been able to beat him back. But yeah. I need to
Another-
re-download BeamMP because like
Oh, BeamMP is so much fun. I play it with my
download
friends all the time, dude. It's
Oh,
so much fun. It's such a shitposty game that you could just do whatever the fuck you want in.
I'll
Like-
just download it because I have an account for BeamMP. I just have not done it yet.
It's such fun. Like you can it's just so much fun to just absolutely obliterate things, but it's also fun to like try and drive and then you mess up once and you go falling down into a canyon.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh, another game that I've seen you guys play, but I haven't gotten a chance. Golf with Friends. I'd love
Oh,
to
that's
play that.
fun. Golf with
I
friends.
have
is
yet
fun.
to play it. I played the shitty Discord version.
Golf with Friends is fun and stupid because like the thing with Golf with Friends is like the way to play it proper is you have to shit post.
Yeah.
Like you have to the way to play Golf with Friends is to fucking be
An
just
asshole.
well yeah, that and you cheat. It's really funny. It's like Mario Kart 64 is Zeepkist. Both of those games I cheat in, unironically, because it's funny.
Well, yeah, Mario Kart 64 is just broken. Like that game is very exploitable. People have done laps on like Frappe Snowland in what, like under a second?
Yeah, I've done that. I know how to do that myself.
Oh god. So
Which
note to
is
self:
really
if we play
funny.
multiplayer, do not pick that course.
You do not know the courses. I know the shortcuts to. I know like
Oh
shortcuts to
no.
like all of the courses in Mario Kart 64.
Am,
It's
am I gonna
really
am I gonna play Chaka Mountain? You're just gonna fucking run up against a wall and skip entire laps.
yeah, probably.
I love how neither of you noticed what I just did.
Sorry, we were.
I zoined.
I opened up the command console, typed in "speaking of cheating," and closed it.
That's funny. All right, now I got Beam and Peta installed. Yay!
Nice, nice. We should play. It's so much fun.
It'll be funny. Yeah.
That game is such a shit post.
Yeah.
There's literally a car that's just an itty bitty car with a porta potty on it, and if you hit it with a bus, the bus remains undamaged. Fucking love that game.
It's fun. I like how we've been like Skyrim has been happening, and like we've just
I
kind
don't
of
think we've talked about Skyrim like once.
we've not talked about Skyrim once. Sorry,
Just been letting the conversation continue naturally.
I'm just letting the two of you talk.
This is just where the brain cell goes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, how did we get here? We started talking about. We started here because we were talking about paving 8-lane highways for Cybertrucks, and we just went from there.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been diagnosed with ADHD, but I probably haven't. Let's be real.
I should have been diagnosed with autism, but apparently my test came back negative. I was tested when I was a kid.
You like
And
trains?
I think
Well,
We're
shit.
probably
that test.
autistic.
The one question they asked was, "Do you like trains?"
Yes.
Yes. All right. You. I genuinely think that me not being properly diagnosed just absolutely fucked me up.
Ugh.
I don't know what it's, but
if only the
Batman?
Fat Man was in Skyrim, that would be funny. Just it's like Perry the fucking sun, you filthy casuals.
Perry the fucking sun. Me when I dropped the sun on the motherfucker. What?
Oh no.
Gib
Do
Gib
it.
portable sun.
Do
Get portable.
it.
Here comes the sun.
Aw.
Do 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 do. Here comes the sun.
You know, I was going to do Fallout
say.
Fridays, but I think I'm gonna stream Fallout tomorrow now.
Fallout would be funny. Which one are you going to stream?
4.
4? Yeah.
Maybe 76 as well,
76 would be fun.
mostly 4.
Wanna-
Because I have a good Vanilla Plus mod list for 4. No, I'm not playing 3.
3 and New Vegas are just, they're hard to play after
I
playing.
dislike 3 for the same reasons I dislike New Vegas.
Wasn't Fallout 3 literally unplayable base game for like decades?
That was New Vegas on PS3. Like New Vegas on PS3 is still broken. You cannot play.
Get me like a mod list for my copy of New Vegas. I want like just quality of life, make sure the game doesn't shit itself kind of things.
Yeah.
Or like a first I do really want to play.
I mean the thing is though, it's like there are 2 mods in the works that are probably going to make original New Vegas kind of like not a thing. Probably in the medium to long future, like probably within the next, probably before 5550 is done. I will say that. Probably before 5550 is done. Like,
Also, AC9, it blocked that because I have AutoMod set up to block links and files, so you can't do like .mp3, .exe, whatever.
but like, so there's Fallout 4 New Vegas, which is Fallout New Vegas in Fallout 4's game engine, which is promising to like
Interesting.
fix literally every issue that New Vegas had and combine the best things of New Vegas with the best things of 4, which is like huge because New Vegas has some of the best writing of any video game ever, and I will state that for the record.
That's why I wanted it. I am more
Waiting for
terms
them
of
to
the-
notice what
of
I'm
what
looking
I've
at,
seen
chat.
from Fallout. I'm much more interested in the story rather than gameplay. I'm not really an RPG person.
But the thing is, though, it's like with art, if the rest of the game sucks, like it is a slog to get through the more dull moments of New Vegas. Like just walking sucks in New Vegas.
Hey, that just means like it's like if that's why I want to be in like a VC, just so like in those moments I can just shoot the shit, just talk.
Yeah.
Like, the
Like,
biggest
no.
thing that Skyrim has is that the world is so chock full of stuff that you can't go 5 minutes without running into something interesting.
New Vegas is the opposite. It's deliberately empty, but it's empty. And the walking mechanics, and there's no run mechanics. Walking sucks. The enemies suck. Like, New Vegas is painful unless you mod the gameplay, and even then you can only do so much. And New Vegas is also a bit of an eyesore to look at. That is an ugly game. Like, if I mention something about New Vegas, you will never be able to unsee it. Spoiler alert coming in 3, 2, 1 now. There are no land shadows or indeed shadows of any kind in New Vegas. And you will never unsee it. You will never unsee it. Ever. It looks like shit.
No, actually, it's because the bombs altered the turn of the Earth, so now Las Vegas is directly under the sun, like in Hawaii.
Also,
Mhm.
Spinoto, do you
The shadows
notice
just look like that.
something?
The Nern root.
The most annoying plant in any fucking game.
Yeah.
Do you hear that ringing, mainline?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is this fucking plant.
What? Why?
I don't... It's Nern root.
Musical plant.
Give me lightning bug. Give me butterfly. Or Luna moth.
You can eat them.
Yummy
It'd be
butterfly.
funny.
You want me to
Yum,
eat
yum,
the...
yum,
You
yum,
want me
yum,
to
yum,
eat the
yum,
moth
yum,
wing?
yum, 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 yum.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Delicious.
Ouch.
And nutritious. But yeah, New Vegas is it is the best writing in any video game, surrounded with some of the worst gameplay in any video game.
Hey,
and
look,
there's
it's
no
Fuckus.
in between.
That's
Hey,
why I want
Farkas.
like that's why I want you guys
It's-
to compile
it's
a mod list
Fuckass.
of like quality of life kind of things, so the gameplay isn't as bad. I
There's
still want it to be
only
janky,
there's
charmingly janky.
There's only so much I can do, or there's only so
That's-
much mods
that's
can
fine.
do.
Yeah,
But that's why Fallout 4 New Vegas is going to be a big deal, because that's New Vegas fixed. And then
That is
additionally-
90% of my issues with New Vegas fixed entirely in one fell swoop.
Yep, pretty much. And then there's OpenMW, which, if you're a Bethesda game fan and don't know about, go look it up.
Go
OpenMW.
immerse your... Go learn about it. Learning about that is more important than sticking around and watching this bullshit.
Yeah, OpenMW is probably the biggest single mod project, and I'm putting big quotes, asterisks around mod project because it's not really a mod. OpenMW is the Morrowind game engine that has been made open source and is being updated to modern standards and fixing all of the stuff inherent to the Bethesda game engine. And OpenMW already works with Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Skyrim files, the BSA batch files, work in OpenMW, and it's still progressing, but OpenMW promises to add native multiplayer support to every Bethesda game it touches. It already has it for Morrowind. It's probably going to happen with Oblivion once Oblivion gets fully supported in the OpenMW game engine. And it'll probably happen with Skyrim, Fallout 3, and New Vegas. Inherent native multiplayer, game engine level multiplayer, native. Just working out of the box. And that's not even talking about the bug fixes and the actual under the hood improvements, because they have a tech that's similar to Unreal Engine's Nanite that I understand that they have in the works. They have far more improved like lighting technologies. The mod limit is the 32-bit integer limit. No, it might be 64. I forget. It's in the quadrillions or it's some giant stupid number. Whereas normal Bethesda games, you can only have around 255 mods before things get fucky. Like, OpenMW is going to be the way to play Skyrim in 10 or 15 years. You're not going to use the original game engine. You're going to go to OpenMW. It is huge. It's going to take a while to get there. It's still early days yet. The game engine is not even on par with Oblivion's yet in a few critical ways, but it's getting there. And it's almost on par, and when it gets to about Oblivion's level, it's going to get closer to the Fallout 3 and New Vegas level. And then there's a bit of a jump to Skyrim, but yeah, OpenMW is also officially backed by Bethesda. It's endorsed by Bethesda just because of how much potential that game engine rewrite of Gamebryo will be, like how influential it's going to be. OpenMW is giant and everybody's sleeping on it. Like just the two big ones alone is the fact that it supports every Bethesda game like batch file. And it's just a matter of time before like there are shots of Skyrim levels running in OpenMW. And it's still early days yet. Like already Morrowind, like you can't play Morrowind without OpenMW. And eventually it's going to be the same way for Oblivion, Fallout 3, New Vegas, Skyrim, maybe even Fallout 4. I could see it getting to Fallout 4's level pretty quick with the team it has behind it. And it's open source, so like if you want to contribute, if you know how to code and program and all that fun stuff, like you can contribute to OpenMW and literally make the one game engine to rule them all. And it'll make all Bethesda, it'll be the way to experience Bethesda games going forward after it gets to a certain point in development.
Where the hell's that last corpse? Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah. So, Fallout New Vegas source, it's kind of what OpenMW is. Go look up go look up, there's a video by, I forget who it is, let me look it up on YouTube. Go look up, it's an old video. Juicehead's video on OpenMW. Like, it's gonna be the way to play old Bethesda games, and it'll be amazing. Like, I cannot wait. My excitement for the project cannot be understood.
What the shit?
You had health, what the fuck?
What the hell?
What difficulty are you playing on, out of curiosity?
Normal, I believe? Maybe it maybe adapt. I don't know. I can't remember what the hell I had it set to.
Time to go Google it.
Novice. What?
You got decked on Novice? Do you have a rebalance in there that's like really hard?
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
That would explain it.
Anyway, let's fucking crank this up. Let's crank this bastard to the top.
You're in for a world of hurt there.
Legendary difficulty. Fall damage.
Go gadget, break your legs.
Yep. Actually, you know what I should do is buy a horse and do the horse tilt glitch. Unlimited fast travel.
Unlimited fast travel. Unlimited fast travel, but no fast travel.
There's something I need to do. Besides getting to level 12. I need to get to level 12. For a very specific reason.
Alright.
Do you know why I need to get to level 12?
I do not know. Oh, okay, now I know.
You see it? Yeah.
Yeah. I knew it the second you looked to that area of the map. I think you can kickstart it early if you go to the Hall of the Vigilance or whatever.
No, not that.
A new hand touches the beacon.
The beacon only shows up after level 12. And where the fuck is Stable Boy? I need to get his ass.
Stable Boy. Alright, I will be right back.
You.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city, capital of Skyrim. I'm sure you already knew that. Yes?
Hi, Thayer.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika.
The main line, what do you think's gonna happen when I go into this gate?
It's gonna be a really cool, epic party with a DJ on the other side.
You're not entirely incorrect.
Is there a strip club on the other side or something? Was I
What?
close?
Huh?
Is there a strip club on the other side or something? Was I close?
No.
Oh man.
You were right about the party, though, but you were wrong about the type of party.
Oh. Let's see it then.
It's an execution.
Position.
Oh.
Go and stay there until your mother.
Well, I.
Lock the city gate.
Yep, that's a party.
once captained a ship called the Argent Raptor. She struck an iceberg and went down just north.
I've only been a part of the Red Wave's crew for a few weeks. But I've already
You
learned to
helped
stay out of
Ulfric
Captain
Stormcloak
Sulky's
escape the city after he murdered High King Thorin. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric told
Liar.
the story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head. On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
Ooh, Boland.
There's nothing like a good
Or
song
Behrend.
to make
Fuck,
us
I forgot his name.
sing about times.
A traitor right up to the end. He died well.
Hmm? Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my
Oh,
wedding.
this cunt
Many details to work out.
is one of the most annoying bitches in the fucking game. Fuck you, Vittoria
What'd she
Beachy.
do?
She's just annoying as fuck.
Fair.
How much money do I have? 2,300. I don't even more.
Get more money.
Actually,
Citizen.
A coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask. I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
Something's going on in MOW General. What are they doing up there?
I've got a legwork if you're interested, traveler. You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
this is a very easy way to make a lot of money very quickly. Well,
Ah.
it's a very easy way to make a lot of money. It just takes fucking forever.
I see. Oh. Someone's got a. I'm looking at model train chat in the Century Steam Discord. Someone's got a brass S1. They haven't painted yet, but it's very nice.
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History and scribe work when I can find some quiet time.
Keep the cold at bay.
Unless we have specific business, I'm not interested.
There's a really cool thing. Very tiny details. Very tiny details about the game of Skyrim. You see what that is that I'm pointing at?
Hey,
Yeah.
Tag?
Do you know what that is?
It's like a circle. Uh,
says I won't see Rob here anymore.
it looks like a compass or something?
It's not. It's a manhole cover.
Oh. Interesting.
Can you hear the water flowing underneath it?
Hold on. Let me turn up your stream volume. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Holy shit.
You cannot go into those sewers, but you can still hear the water flowing underneath it.
That's fucking cool.
That's one of the tiny details that makes Skyrim incredibly great.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh,
I don't care how small the room is, I said cast Fireball.
yeah. Oh god, I remembered I accidentally turned my grandpa into a foamer. I took him to the Rocky Mountain Train Show one day, and now he just yesterday he texted me video of trains he took in the near the farmhouse. I'm like, oh god, he's a foamer now. What have I done?
What the fuck did you say to me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Marine Corps.
My papa says I'm gregarious. Just like him.
I need to find the fucking Railthen one that someone made. Someone made a really good Railthen version.
Barrand here? Yes, he is. Sweet. Give me your fucking shit. Let me buy shit off of you. Actually, hang on. What do I need to improve my sword?
My forge.
I need a silver ingot. Do you have silver ingots?
One, take a look. Keep safe, and always wear your armor.
Oh shit, do you not have a fucking...
Need something?
Fuck, I forgot you don't have a thing. Oh well. No, it's 5 to 10 here, so I think I'm gonna go until 10 o'clock and then I'm gonna call it quits for the stream. But we've had a good run. But for now, I'm going over to Morthal.
I'm and back from way off. It's almost getting downright hot now. What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own homes?
Please, enough already. I have told Ygritte of your concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use. Let's get back to it then.
What was that?
Well, fuck them.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and rock and roll.
Huh.
Good, good.
Unless it's about the mill. I don't. Honest gold for honest work. Until next time. Good to see you again, friend.
And back.
Welcome back. We're about a minute and a half from end of stream. I figured I'd call it right at 10 p.m. Nice 3-hour stream.
Nice 3-hour stream. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then I will just pick up the save next week right where we left off.
Excellent.
Sweet.
We will have to do a big Fallout 76 stream at one point. At some point. But I think I'm going to do this Fallout Friday with 4. Or maybe when... I don't know. Wednesday? Maybe... I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Probably Friday? Maybe. Potentially. I don't know.
Maybe, probably.
No, but for now, I'm going to gather up all these death bells. And then... I think right here's a good place to end the stream. So I will save. And,
Bye.
yeah, I mean, I think that was a good... I think that was a good first Tamriel Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
But, thanks for tuning in. And, I will see you guys either tomorrow or in a couple days. I don't know when my next stream's gonna be, but we shall see. But for now,
Bye.
bye!
Bye.